Yep.
You gotta turn your lock on.
It is old.
What's the name?
They said it was a lock.
You gotta put it horizontal.
There, bro. Like that. The numbers, they on the
It's
side.
supposed to be up.
Start over. There was 1 second. Get all the camera set up. We'll go ahead and get started. Is it all over again?
No, I'm just changing the date. Because I had that. It started.
You gotta turn it horizontal. You know how to do that, right?
Keep it like this. The lock off. Or lock it like this.
All right, we're going to get started. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, thou backsliding, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We'll start this off by giving our praise and glory and honor to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakadash.
We are the brothers from the Prophet of Babylon camp down in Tampa, Florida. We're going to get double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone. We're getting into a live camp lesson. If you could bring that back real quick for us.
Bring it back. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
So, you got women nowadays, they was, preaching equality, to be equal to a man. That was, a few years ago. Now you got it where women want to be surpassed a man, in leadership positions. They want to lead over a church, they want to lead over the country, they want to be in a president position. And all that's going to do is make this place fail that much more.
Right.
Because women are not meant to be in a leadership position to be ruling over men.
Right.
Because the man has, the logical thinking. They're logical, men are more logical and reasonable, while women are more emotional into their emotions. So when they go into leadership positions, they lead off of their emotions. So now you got it where these women, they're starting to put themselves on fire to where they want to be, the president of the United States, in government seats, you know what I'm saying, in the pastor seats, to be able to lead. And that's their main agenda, that's their main goal. And this is what America is allowing, by giving this much liberty unto women, And that's only going to destroy America that much more.
Right.
Now you got it where it's starting to take what's the word for it? That, but it started eating ass alive, man, because now you got it where they want to draft the woman into, the war. They want to draft you into war. Now it's like, now women are thinking like, damn, I don't want to get drafted into war. Now the scary part is coming, but you want to be so equal to a man, all right? You want to be surpass a man so bad. Now you got to do man things, man. All right?
Yeah, fighting the war.
Exactly. You're so
The
independent.
days have passed, before, this is a new thing because before, women always had their respective place in society under the man. The woman was created for the man, not the other way around. in this wicked, twisted world society we're in today, they have put the woman on high. They put the woman on high. So now these women, they have, like my brother was saying, put positions of power, and they're ruling, in these particular companies. I was going to last week where you had these churches, the Southern Baptist Convention, with all these churches there. It's pretty much like an organization for all these churches. They all come together and agree on certain things. And they had a vote about female pastors. And they acknowledge that that's not what the scriptures say, which I can grab that real quick too. That ain't, the scriptures don't talk about female pastors or females being in leadership positions. But you have gotten that on this side here in America. So now they're saying how the first time in history they're considering drafting women, and it's going to be an automatic draft. So you have to sign up for the draft. Now it's going to be automatic, but they already put you in there. They got your information. They're doing these census. They know who in your house. They're going to start randomly calling people up. Hey, you got to go to the military. And they're going to start calling women too.
And I wanted to add to touch upon that too, because you even had it too in World War II that ended in 1945, and we're now in the midst of World War III. Shortly after, women were in the factories back then, man. While the men were actually going out to fight and go to war, the women were in the factories. They're basically back at home. All right, the women weren't in a position to be on the front lines, man. Now they're in this day and age. All right, they're putting you women on the front line too with the men. All right, in the trenches, so-called, as they say, man, when you're in war. All right, so for the equality that these women have been fighting for and wanting so bad, and you're gonna get it, man. But it's not gonna be what you expected. It's gonna come back to to bite you, man.
Right. And that's why there's a big uproar now, because see, these women, they wanted the benefits of being equal to a man, but they didn't want the consequences of being a man, which is going to war. When a war does come, men are obligated to go fight in a war. Be it beyond your say so. It's just your manly duty. Well, now you women, you got studs out here. Now you see trying to be a man. They talking about how they harder than a man, they better than a man. Well, now your ass gonna get the chance to prove yourself to be a man in the wars, man.
Against the man, and then on top of that too, we have this whole thing going on with Russia. You got these Russians fight bears, man. These people that are out of the West, man, out of the U.S., they're actually training their children up to go to war, man. All right, so in China too, they had a video of their children disarming their arm and guns, blindfolded, man. They're doing this as little children. And like the brother was talking about, you got these studs out here worrying about being a man. You women are gonna get flushed by little kids, man. All right, y'all gonna get tossed and turned by little kids. And
a lot of these women gonna go over there and get pregnant.
They're gonna go over there and get pregnant too. And you also have to remember, there's something called the spoils of war, man. All right, a lot of these women are gonna go over there and get captured and get popped over there, man. A lot of y'all are gonna go over there and not come back.
A lot of these women that go to the military, they be getting raped and shit already in the military.
Yeah.
They get a lot of adultery going on over there. So imagine when you get thrown in the midst of a war, where there is no rules, there is no rights, there's none of that. It's kill or be killed. A man, that's his mindset is, I can go out here and die, or I can go out here and kill somebody. He ain't gonna be thinking twice about grabbing your ass up, with your damn, your BBL and you going with BBL.
You gotta think of the women in the top, bullets are flying and bombs are exploding. Women will be quick to give themselves up. Please, no, I'll do anything. Then they revert back to their old ways, man. All right, I'll do this, I'll do that. Just so they can save their lives, man. But in the end, they're gonna end up losing their life, man. All right.
Yep. And that right there just show you too how serious this thing is about to get. It ain't gonna be no walk in the park. This ain't gonna be nothing light. You're gonna have, it's gonna be a bloody, man. War is bloody, and no woman is I went to my video. No woman is a warrior. Women were created to be warriors. You weren't created to, withstand, the wiles of war, man. You weren't built for that. So you find yourself out there trying to, play that role. A lot of you women are going to get off. You're going to go over there and you're going to put it down. A lot of you men too, but we speaking about the women because they just came out with a draft for a woman. That's historical. That they just say, okay, yeah, we're going to draft these women as well. Then you got the CDs, the cross-dressers, the trannies, all that stuff too. Everything in between. All you damn, Gen Zers and you simple ass people out here, man, that's going with emotions. A part of the woke community. They send y'all ass right to war, man.
I got the
Let me bring this out real quick. It says, 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9, it says, in like manner also the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array. But now these women are all decked out. They got all this money now. You know, they got all this jewelry on. They got their hair done, long braids down their back. You know, they got $10,000 on their ass. You know, and $10,000 on their boobs. You know, they just live in the pleasure game. What's that scripture about a woman that live, or a woman that lives in pleasure is dead while she living? So these women, they live in the pleasure right now, and they don't realize that they already dead, man.
Yeah.
You know, you said you don't need no man. Well, we coming into a time where, right.
Yeah. So hey, you know, you gotta where this society supports that. You know, that's why women strive a lot better than men nowadays because their lifestyle is supported. You know, through OnlyFans, you know, or through other little bullshit they can do what's it called? Prostitute themselves.
Yeah.
You know, so when women use their bodies and beauty to get money, you know, and they're able to do that and they get so much money, where now they thinking they don't need a man to pay the bills. They don't need a man to do, you know, the common things that a man would usually do. They got it themselves. You know, rather than be prostitute themselves, put themselves on the internet, you know, because the internet is becoming, you know, a big distraction to many.
Hey,
you know,
and what do the prostitutes do? They doll themselves up.
Yeah.
So now they put on the small dresses, the jewelry, the umbrellas. Yeah, they costly array to get their hair done. You know.
And that shows you too that Esau played a role in that from that first scamdemic. What skyrocketed, you know, when we had that scamdemic? OnlyFans, man, and a lot of porn sites, you know, something like that. All right, so these women are going to go back to the same things. When times are rough and women can't make ends meet, what are they going to do? Like in that one movie you mentioned, when the woman came up, she just threw it in his face. Bushwick, yeah. All right, what are these women going to do? I got a kitty, you know, and that's all they're going to have to offer in that day, man, is a box.
And men going to be taking it anyways. You know, these men ain't going to say, oh, yeah, well, let me court you. Let me take you on a few dates. Let me get your number. No, it's going to be, bitch, give me that. You know, so it's going to be war over here, too. A lot of people get sent off to war and get ravished over there. Or if you don't get somewhere, you're going to be over here getting ravished. But it's about to get bad, you know. Reading on, though, it says, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
So hey, you know, that's the main rule for you women, man. All right, to be as a woman, to be as a woman of the Lord, you got to be in silence, man. You know, you got to be able to, you can't usurp authority over a man. You know, you got to be able to be submissive to that man, especially your husband, man. All right, nowadays you got women that think you can be a man's ass. You know, they can talk to a man any type of way, and that, like I said, this society supports that. Because one minute you slap a bitch, all right, your ass going to jail.
But she slapped you, and you know, it ain't nothing.
Yeah, it's, you know, you'll be confident. Oh, you get beat on. And
No, they'll tell you to man up.
They man up. Then you man up and hit her. Now you go to jail for the DV.
Nowadays, you know, they still find a way to give that woman an excuse for beating your ass. You know, people still be like, okay, well, he shouldn't be able to take it. You know, that's what he got himself into. You know, at the end of the day, you know, that's just the society we live in now, where these women are more supported than the men. All right, so now it's getting to the point where women starting to think they're above me, and now people are starting to look at you like that, and that's why they're considering drafting you. All right, because now it's like, okay, you want to be in leadership positions, you want to be equal to us. You know, now it's time for you to go out there and show what you can do. Right. You know, and a lot of the women are not going to be. A lot of the women are not going to be able to do anything, you know, but be in pocket pussy for the you know, for those truths.
Hold on, now it says, for Adam was first formed, then Eve.
Because Adam was first formed and then Eve. So first came the man, then the woman, man. All right, so women weren't meant to be on the same playing field or level ground as a man. Right? All right, y'all were made to be a helpmate. All right,
and that's why Eve was created to be a helpmate to Adam. You know, because Adam needed help. You know? So the Lord created Eve, you know, to be able to do the things that a woman should be doing. You know, listening to the man, being able to help him with the things that he's not able to do because he has mind too busy out, you know, either in war, you know, just working to provide for the family. I mean, you could at least, you know, wash the dishes and shit, man.
Right.
You know, at least you could do. But nowadays, women don't want to do that. They want the man to be in the house and wash the dishes and shit, while they be the money getter and shit.
And a lot of men do it.
And a lot of men do it.
They've been washing the dishes, folding the clothes, taking care of the kids, and the woman's on the couch on her phone.
Yeah. and that nigga can't say not one thing to that woman, you know, because he's scared, you know, because that bitch spirit get upon him. You know, when you start doing dishes and shit, you start doing woman activities, being a servant for your woman, she start to get a proud boast of herself and making that true to you underneath her. All right, and that's why a lot of these niggas be getting slapped around by their own woman. You know, that's why you're not able to say so much to your woman. She make the money where I can't do nothing, but she.
Hey, a lot of these women are proud to say that. They tell you flat out, I beat niggas.
Yeah.
I done heard women say that shit. Oh, I beat niggas. Well, you're gonna have the opportunity to beat all the niggas you want, man.
Yeah.
When they draft your ass, see you as across the seas, so what you want? When they see you as across the seas, man, that's when it's gonna be your time to shine. To be a damn Clarissa Shields. You want to be a tough guy. Right. One of them movies are bullshit, bro. There ain't no woman taking down 10 grown ass men. That's bullshit, bro. That's called science fiction. In real life, you get snuffed out by the first man and ravished by the second. You know, not to mention the damn long line. You know, it's gonna get crucial, man. You get sitting over the war. Ain't no rules in war. You know?
And I would like to touch up on that too, because we understand that this war is coming, but you gotta also remember, hey, Jacob Trouble is on the rise too, man. All right, we understand that times are about to get very detrimental. It's like the brothers going into how you want to have equal rights, equal fights, man. Hey, you got it, all right. You got it, but you got it in the worst way, man. Because now you're not gonna have to be on the front lines, man. If you know anything about the military, it's kill or be killed. They send you over there to kill. A lot of women, when they come in a position where it's life or death, they panic. Okay, so it's gonna be a lot of female heads with umbrellas on them rolling around in those trenches out there, man. It's gonna be very, very detrimental, man. You females, you've been begging and protesting to get equal rights, equal fights. Now you got it, man. Go to war. All right.
It says, for Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith, and charity, and holiness and sobriety.
So yeah, man, you know, Eve was deceived, not Adam. That's why I said when the woman leads, she leads through her emotions. If any man can negotiate with her, you know, get the better half than she is, because she is in her emotions right now, man.
And
you know,
the so-called white man, the one that established that whole feminist movement, to make you women think that you was better than a man or equal to a man. Well, guess what? Now you got your chance to show it, man. So the white man laid you in a trap. Told you don't need your man. You do better than your man. Now a lot of these women, they don't have a man.
exactly.
You know?
That's a mental illness too. To feel like you don't need a man. All right, because now you got to pride and boast about yourself. You know, where you look down on every other man, and now you're deceiving yourself to make you believe that you're stronger than them, that you're better than them. You know, that you can do things that a man can't do. You know, which you can, you know, just woman things. You know, not man things. You can't beat a man at his own job. All right, and that's what a lot of these women think. You know, the scripture says, she shall be saved through childbearing. All right, a lot of these women don't want to even have a child anymore.
Right.
A lot of them don't even.
A lot of them getting abortions.
Getting abortions.
Hey, well now, I was going to my video too. Now you're going to have a lot of women that want to get pregnant.
Yeah.
Now you got all these women, because that's what happens. Anytime a drought comes, everybody reverts back to their natural gender roles. I mean, their natural gender roles. Right now, there's a gender war. And you know that song, anything you can do, I can do better. Anything you have to do better than me. No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. That was a whole generation, man. A woman saying they can do anything better, better than a man. That was a part of that feminist movement being pushed to the earth. Now you got women that truly think that they are better than a man. They can beat a man's ass. You know?
So, hey, man, you know, like I said, you know, a lot of these women, scripture tells you gotta have a man and you're gonna be saved through that childbearing, man. All right, but you know, nowadays women don't think they need a child. Women don't think they need a man. And a woman want to be independent until it gets to the point where they're in their 40s and they're alone. And they're lonely and shit. Now they're like, I just made the biggest mistake of my life.
And now we in war times, and you ain't got no protection. You ain't got no edge.
I got a precept on that. It's the book of 1 Timothy chapter 5, and we start at verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. You know, these females that live in pleasure, while they're alive, man, you dead while you living, man. Because you living in pleasure, you getting all these different things, but in the end, hey, you still dead, man. All right, you know, those same women that's living in pleasure, hot girls want to be all this. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be the same woman that's not getting saved, man. Right? Brothers are not going to sit there and waste their time to try to, like the scripture says, that unless she shall be saved from childbearing, put a seed in you, man.
Well, the scriptures also say that the Lord shall give you over to your ways.
Hey, give you over to your ways.
That's like her pouring their thoughts all over, OF,
Y'all forget what's coming, man.
Getting money off, getting rich off of being a harlot. Well, now that we'll give you over to those ways, then you're gonna be a harlot to every man for free. Or for food. For extra biscuit. A lot of women are going to be getting grabbed up and they're going to be getting
the extra BBLs when we sold for 3 biscuits.
right, and a lot of them are going to be captured and pretty much used as a damn bartering tool, man. Oh yeah, you bring me food and I'll give you 5 minutes with such and such. They show you that these movies, and in time of war they're gonna have you chained up, have your ass somewhere chained up, in a dark room, and you gonna have men lined up to go in there and do the biz. Men they could never get with. These are women that they could never get with on this side. So on the other side, they're gonna have their weight, and that's why you're gonna need a man, because a woman is gonna be commodity in that day. All right.
Yeah, so you got that. Then you have a word. You got actual digital prostitutes, man. All right, and they deceive themselves to think that they're not. You tell them you just prostitute online, they will argue with you and tell you that they're not. You're just making money for for giving niggas pics.
Well,
they're proof girl.
We live in a shameless world now. Back in the day, a woman used to be ashamed to be a prostitute. They used to be ashamed to wear a wig. Now everybody bragging about, I'm a prostitute, or I sell this, I sell that. I got a wig on. A woman snatched their wig off in public now. Back in the day,
I just heard a girl
that
say
was
she
unheard of.
spent $2,000 on a wig.
Right. That was
TikTok.
And they talk about like, oh, it's a wig. Before, people was ashamed to wear a wig. It was like they'll try to rock it as their real hair. Now everybody got a fucking wig on. So this place has become shameless, man. And the Lord said that he would uncover her secret parts, man. So now these people walk around with their cleavage out, their ass cheeks hanging out, with their shorts and they dress and they walking. It's just through. So the Lord got it where He gonna put your ass for the open, to take you for a loop, and you can find yourself over there in damn Ukraine.
I got a this is Isaiah chapter 32 verse 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear to my speech." Alright, so it says, rise up, you women that are at ease. Women right now, they're at ease, man. They think they're at a comfortable spot where they can just do whatever the fuck they want. They can talk however they want. They can be in leadership positions. They have the freedom and right to do so. Alright, but the Lord says, rise up, you women that are at ease. Why are you telling me that? Because it's about to come to a time where you can't do whatever you want no more, man.
That ease is about to evaporate.
It's
about to get rough.
Yeah, that comfort is about to go away, man. You're going to be uncomfortable really soon. All right, it says, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come." All right, so many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless woman. So it's going to come to a time where you're going to be troubled. You're going to be going through hell. You're going to be catching hell for days, months. Even years, man. Because you're gonna come to that time where, when you're a woman, a lot of men are gonna have that easy access to you, man. Where they can just, grab your ass, and get finished with their business right then and there. All right, and now you're just being for use. You're not able to talk to a man how you want to talk to him that day.
Right. Anybody who goes over to that war, you're gonna be turned to topsoil. Yeah. And they're not sending you back in a box with a folded flag on or American flag over your casket. No, you ain't coming back. You're gonna die over there, you're gonna stay over there, then America's gonna get nuked. And we ain't gonna be nothing to come back to anyway. Yeah. You see? So as this thing play out, it's gonna become more and more evident that the prophets thought about, hey, I was an apostle, great minister on down, been telling you this truth. They've been telling you what's coming. Yeah. So when it comes, you can't say that you ain't know.
Yeah. They drafting a lot of you to be decoys to put in the front lines, man. All right, a lot of you are gonna be mowed down, You're going to be mowed down, chopped down like grass, and that's what they're going to use you for, is those decoys, and then that's when, after that, that's when those nukes are going to be shut off. Because people will be like, oh, the next war is not even going to be a gun war, they're going to just shoot off nukes. And yeah, they're going to shoot off nukes, No, but y'all gonna be get drafted into those front lines before any of that shit, man. Alright? Because nukes gonna be the last resort, and those nukes are gonna get shut off. Alright? Russia ready to shoot them bitches off. You know? It's just you know, America gonna have it where it's gonna draft, you know, niggas. Alright? And now they're gonna draft a woman because drafting niggas is just the same as drafting women nowadays, man. Alright? Because you know, you got TikTok dances, Cardi B said it the best. You know, you got them doing TikTok dances and shit.
Yeah,
the man being effeminate.
You got niggas throwing their hips.
Throwing their hips and shit.
A lot of these niggas are in the closet too, man.
Yeah.
In the closet means secretly gay.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are secretly gay, so they got feminine ways. There are very rare masculine men out here. A lot of these men are metrosexuals. They too caught up in their appearance, trying to be cute, trying to look fly, trying to, you know, do all that shit. Man, that's for bitches, bro. A man shouldn't be worried about how he look all the time. Oh, well, you know, I gotta look good. That's effeminate shit, man. The Lord is looking for men. He said, gird up that Lord like a man. And the time we coming into it ain't gonna be no damn Foot Locker. It ain't gonna be no shopping mall. It ain't gonna be none of that shit. It's gonna be life and death. You know? So we have to be rewired for this time that we coming into, especially us here in America, because quite frankly, we've been living in luxury over here, man. For the most part, you know, get used to not having AC, get used to not having a shower, a hot shower at that. Get used to not having, you know, food all the time. You're gonna get used to not having all these things, man. And only the strong are going to survive. And when I say strong, I'm talking about spiritually strong. Because you could be the biggest buffest nigga, but you're still gonna be weak as a bitch in that day. The ones who are gonna be stronger are the ones who are strong in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. And that could be the smallest man, as long as he got that faith. You know, it all revolves around your faith. You believe Yahweh Shem Shah can deliver you. And if you believe that when you are in a time of hell and chaos, you're gonna trust in that and you're gonna remain sound. But if you don't believe that, you're gonna lose your mind. You're gonna react, jump up and act stupid, react too soon, and get put to death.
It says, "Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare."
Strip you and make you bare. The Lord is about to strip you and make you bare, man. He's about to rip all those goodies from you, man. A lot of people get child support. You know, they got 3 different baby daddies to collect and check the 3 back. A lot of people don't even fucking work. You know, they got you know, men worshiping them and serving them and paying for everything, paying all their bills. You got, you know, these women that's getting alimony from when they was married. These women got it good here, man. The Lord gonna strip all that from you. You got OnlyFans, hey, that shit gonna shut down. That's gonna strip a lot of you women and make you bad, man. You know?
He's gonna strip you of your pride too, man. Alright? Because a lot of these women are prideful and boastful. So you're gonna strip you of that, and a lot of you women are gonna be made humble. Alright? So you can no longer sit there and boast about the money you make off of OnlyFans and shit. You can no longer sit there and boast about, you know, how beautiful you are because you're gonna be in ratchet clothes.
Right. That money ain't gonna mean shit anyway.
You're gonna be stank down there.
Oh yeah.
You know? So no, you can no longer brag about your beauty.
Hey, you grab that Isaiah 3.
You can no longer brag about your beauty anymore because all of that's going to be taken away in the day, and that day we're coming to.
Right. And any woman, if any woman don't take a shower for a week, she ain't gonna see you so damn beautiful.
For a day, man.
Take it back. The bad is the lady on this earth that everybody wants. Don't let her not shower before they put on makeup or do that hair. They got to totally different.
It's gonna be a whole different person coming out of that. It's gonna be a gremlin. You know, like off of Sesame Street, they had the garbage puppet. That's gonna be these women, bro. They're gonna be a garbage, but they're gonna have the short hair. The grouch. They're gonna be the grouch, man. And they're gonna smell like ouch. It smell like eels, you know. And that's when it's gonna really settle. It's gonna really settle in.
And you also have it too, how when you know that this society is really made up full of witchcraft because you have women that are, you know, just purely hideous. And they go to a makeup session and they come out, you're like, oh, hold on now. Hey, she look good now. She look different, you know. But when all that's done away with, man, there's gonna be a lot of those women that look like that lady at first before that makeup. Oh no, we ain't touching that. Your baddest chick in your neighborhood gonna be looking like that, man. Right. You're not gonna want to talk to her, man. Right. And that's how the scripture goes to 7 women shall take on the 1 man. And these women gonna be cleaving because they gonna understand that they're not the prize anymore. Well, at least they were never the prize, man. That's what they think now. Right. These women gonna understand that, hey, we're not the prize. All right, let us be called by thy name.
You know, right? Nowadays, all women rely on is their beauty because they have no cooking skills. They can't clean. They can't stay in the house. They can't be quiet. You know, they can't boil water. You know, so all they can use is their beauty. Right? And that's how they mainly get the men that they want, because they use their beauty. But in the day we're coming to, that beauty is going to be little to no value because you're not going to have it, man.
Well, and they say that, you know, they say pussy is power.
Yeah.
So you use a vagina to get men too. Oh, well, you got to do this, you got to buy me this, you got to buy me that. And that day when the motherfuckers smell your vagina 3 miles down the road before they even see you, they're not going to be thinking about you, man.
You see that?
That's why they're going to be begging the brother, please help me, help me. And brothers going to be taken care of, bro. Brothers going to have food, brothers going to be eating, you know, hey, brothers going to be clean. Well, the Lord going to try us at first. You might have to go a week or two without that. But then once you pass that test, we're going to take care of you. Lord may land you upon a bunker. You know, so every time you come out of that bunker, you're going to have women cleaving, help me, help me, help me. And you're going to take them right back to the bunker if the Lord sees that they will be saved. You know? And if not, then they going to be left out there, man. But the brothers going to be taken care of, man. We don't know how the Lord going to do it. We got an idea, you know, through a certain movie, but we know He's gonna do it.
You gotta keep the faith, man. Like no matter how detrimental it gets, there's a saying I always like to say, Amen. Yahweh put you in a situation, and the Lord can also get you out, man. All right. So your countenance is what's the most important thing while you're in that situation, and that could very well determine life or death. Your countenance, man. How you respond to whatever situation you're in. Okay. And that's why brothers, you know, have so high hope and faith in the Lord, because we know that, hey, Yahweh does all things, man. The Lord can move mountains for you, man. Just have the faith of the mustard seed. Never lose faith, and the Lord can do anything for you, man.
Right, and we know the Lord that brings us this far just to leave us. We know the Lord that brings us this far to leave us, man. The Lord got something in store for His men. You know, you've been serving Him for years and years on end. You know, diligently serving Yahweh. You guys that fell off, you guys that lost the faith, you guys that got weak, you guys that forsook Yahweh, you're gonna be in fucking trouble, bro. You're gonna be in trouble. When the time comes, it's gonna be you and hell out there. And the Lord ain't gonna be no matter how many times you call upon Him, if you know the names, He ain't coming to see you, because guess what? You
put the Lord to open shame, and you also lost faith. So the Lord, you know, He's not gonna be around you. You're faithless too at that. Right. You know, so that and really, you put the Lord to open shame. You disappointed the Lord, man. You made the Lord seem as if He's a liar, man. The Lord betted on you, man.
Right.
You betrayed the Lord as a friend.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you got to see it. You know, as a man, you know, you have a friend and you get betrayed by that friend. You're looking at it like, damn, bro, I really trust you, man.
You always
imagine how much the Lord, you know, how much the Lord, when He see that man that He put His trust into, you know, betrayed him, man. Even though He already knew you were gonna do that shit, but it's like, damn, bro. You know,
more faith in you.
You know, I have more faith in you, man. You betrayed me. You know, you put my name to shame.
Well, the Lord trusted us with His knowledge.
Exactly.
He trusted us with His knowledge. He trusted us with His word, and with that, He gave you a penny. We're supposed to go and multiply that penny.
Yeah.
So if you didn't multiply that penny, if you just bullshit and played game and thought it was, you know, a joke, then the Lord is gonna remember that in that day. When you need Him, He gonna say, well, remember I needed you, nigga. Where the fuck was you at?
And that shit gonna hit a lot more harder, man.
In that day.
That shit gonna hit, man. Yeah. You know, this brother got a piece up too. You know,
So go ahead, brother.
This is Micah 7:10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God?
Hey, she that is my enemy. Hey, these women gonna see it, man. And especially even when the Lord returns, man, these women gonna be clowning brothers, man. All right, where's your God? Is he coming to save you?
Yeah,
All
your
right.
woman. Your woman that you lay next to, everything gonna become your worst enemy that day. But Satan gonna jump on her, and the woman is the weaker vessel. Satan gonna jump on her. She be, we want your kids starve. The woman know how to say all kinds of shit to get on your skin, man. You know, especially in a time of desperation, man. That's what we got to trust in Yahweh and no shy. Hey, you know, count to 3, slow down, calm down. You tripping? Just bring back a couple notches. You know, we gonna trust in the Lord, man. We ain't gonna allow us to starve out here. You know.
And I can see that. And the brother made a beautiful point too. And brothers, you know, brothers are also realistic too, man. You understand? And the woman in that time, when a woman ain't got food in her stomach and she worried about her kids starving, man, your God ain't here. We can't see Him. You've been doing this for years. Look at you.
We gonna
talking shit, boy.
So we just gonna starve.
We just gonna starve. You let your kids starve. You ain't shit.
Because
you ain't shit.
You see these women, they lack faith, man. You know, they lack faith. So because they lack faith, if you tell a woman to believe in something that's not physically there, she can't see it in front of her. She gonna lose her fucking mind. You know, but a brother can, you know, can you see, because men are visionaries. So even if it's not there, we can still see. We can still hold on to and believe in something that's not there. A woman, they don't comprehend that. They like, what? No, I gotta see it. I need it right now.
Yeah, you can be on your last dollar and you will have faith in the Lord and pray to the Lord, and He can multiply that, man. But when the woman, when she's on her last dollar, and she see you on your last dollar, she's going to try you to that, man. You know, like with Job's wife. You know, when Job was going through all the hell that he was catching, you know, he had his wife that was on his ass the whole time, man. She was like, you know, just curse the Lord and die. You know, and she was talking shit, you know, and then Job held out all the way to the end, and the Lord blessed him even more than what he even had before. You know, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta be able to hold out. You gotta be able to hold out. That's what we're doing right now, waiting for the Lord to come back. We're holding out, man. You know, we catching hell left and right. You know, brothers having, you know, bill problems, you know, job problems, car problems. You know, brothers are still holding out. You know, not letting that you know, hinder their faith, because at the end of the day, once you hold out, man, you know, you want to see the Lord, man. You want to get to the point where you're endured unto the end so you can be saved, man. Right. We're still in that endurance moment right now.
Right.
You know?
Say that. He that endures to the end, the same shall be saved.
The same shall be saved.
So we don't know who the elect are. We pray to be that to be called to the hopeful elect, right. But we don't know. The Lord can make it where you bug out tomorrow, right. Man. Exactly. So our hope is that we endure to the end. That's the whole thing. We gotta endure. You gotta fight. You gotta get through it. You know, that's not gonna be an easy thing. That's not gonna be an easy task. It ain't like you just do. Yep. You have to really have the Lord with you, man, and the times we're coming into, man.
And women are not able to do that. That's why women are not can't be in leadership positions. That's why women can't teach men the word. All right, because at the end of the day, she's going to change the word around according to her emotions, according to how she feels. And that's why women believe that they can preach now, because they change the word around according to how they feel. Well, I want to be a preacher. Yeah, I feel like I can be a preacher, so I'm gonna go preach until a whole bunch of grown ass men know more than me in this word, and try to teach them something.
On my cycle.
On your cycle.
And I want to add too, because the reason the people in the 2/3 receive it is because that's of this world. All right, that's of this world for women to be teachers and women to be pastors, man. That's not of Yahweh and Hawashai. And that's also why women don't want to get down with this too, because hey, like a woman is not supposed to usurp authority over a man. Hey, you gotta be quiet. We don't care about your opinion. And the instance that popped up in my head about the little girl that came up, if that little girl would have came up and spoke to and it was female pastors up here, and they would ask, hey, is it okay if I get with a woman? That female, well, honey, you know,
whatever your heart's leading you, you can talk about all you want.
You know, yeah, you know, if your heart is telling you that, you know, something else can be disgusting, and you know, a woman's going to try to appease that little girl's feelings through her feelings, man. All right, make her hear smooth words, or speak on the smooth things. That's what the people of this world want to hear, smooth things. They don't want to hear the truth.
They can do what they want to do. You know, and in that video, I was going into that with those, you know, those churches, the debate, voting upon that. They even said in their own mouth how they know what the Bible say. It's against women being pastors and teachers and you know, leading the church. It's against that, but they decided to do it anyway. So you're not really following the scripture. You're not really following the Bible. You know. Go ahead.
And shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? Mine eye shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
And the shame's gonna cover her, man. Because when she see that brothers ain't really got it, the Lord really protecting brothers, and she gonna already been done fell off and want to get away from you. Then she gonna be trodden down, man, because she not gonna have no protection. And I can attest for other brothers, especially I do for myself. Hey, if my woman's not right in that day, you getting left, man. And that's just plain and simple. All right, if you're not in the spirit of your house, you want to get out of order, you don't want to listen, man. Hey, I'm not going to cause brothers and myself and you know, people around us that the Lord have us around us in that time, how I to get put to death because you out of order, man. All right, you're going to get left right there. Then you're going to get trodden down like mire in the street, like horse droppings, man. All right, you're going to get trodden down and you're going to be left there, man. And then you're going to understand that a prophet was among you and Yahweh was actually dealing with that man.
And that's also why the scripture says, set your house in order now. You know, now it's up to your house in order. You got a woman, you got kids, you got to let them know what's up. This is what it is, this is what it ain't. And this happens, what we're going to do. You know, you got to make a plan. Because we're all hypocrites at any day now. You got to let them know that this is what's coming. You know, we ain't going to sugarcoat what you tell you what you want to hear, tell you a bunch of bullshit. Nah, man, this is what it is. You with it or you're not with it. You know, and when the time comes, you know, we ain't got time to debate if you're not with it when that time comes. You know, we need to know right now. You know. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it on that.
I'm bringing something real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse. I go to verse 26 in the GNT. It says, grapes will ripen, but there will be no one left to make wine.
Crazy. I was grabbing that too.
It says, there will be desolation everywhere, and a person will long to see the face of another human being, or even to hear another person's voice.
Hey, so it's gonna get so bad out here during Jacob's trouble, man. And you're gonna have martial law and certain different things. A lot of men and women are gonna be sent off to war, and they're gonna die. Then the rest of us over here, they're gonna be going through complete hell, man. And it's gonna get so detrimental. A man is gonna be desiring to hear another man's voice. It's like our brothers can talk right now, and this is not going to be. This is a common thing now. That's not going to be common in those times, man. And those times are coming, okay? And the scripture said grapes are gonna gather. Grapes are gonna ripen. Who shall gather them? And nobody's gonna be left to till and sow the earth, man. No one's gonna be able to bury the dead bodies, man. Nothing. It's gonna be desolate of men out here, man. America is about to be desolate of men. That's the near future for America. Desolation of men.
That's also why Isaiah 4:1 says, 7 women shall take hold of one man. The only man that's gonna be left is the elect man. You know, if the man be the elect, he ain't gonna die with the war and die in that war, man. We're gonna make a way out for that man. And the woman that's looking gonna be cleaving unto that man. But you remember the movie I Am Legend with Will Smith, and he was talking to those mannequins. Because he was trying to remain sane. Not seeing a person, hearing from another person in months, if not years, man. You know, that should make you lose your mind. It's like you know, imagine being in solitary in prison. Well, imagine being like that, but you in the world. You got room move up, but you still never hear nobody, never see nobody. You start thinking you're in a dream or something. You start to doubt reality. You know?
I need to wake up. This is real.
You're right. So that's how we come, because a lot of men are going to be died in the wars. A lot of them are going to be hiding. And even if somebody is nearby, they're not going to sin, and they're going to be hiding, so you can't see or hear them, because they're going to be afraid that you're going to try to, take advantage of them. It's going to be a dog-eat-dog world out here, man. People going to be eating each other. You know? It says, only 10 will be left out of a whole city.
Only 10 will be left out of a whole city, man. We in the city right now. You know, a city of Tampa, Florida, that's filled with multiple people. Hey, we can count out more than 10 people out here right now, man. All right? Scripture says going to be 10 left to a city. All right? And that right there is letting you know how much death and destruction the Lord is bringing, man.
Right. And
you got to put yourself in that scenario, in that area, man. Understand that the Lord is about to bring great judgment onto this place. It's going to be a lot of death already in America before those nukes get shut off. It's already going to be a fire kindled here, man. Okay, you got to understand that great death and destruction is coming, man. We still have a lot more prophecies to come through, and that's what the brother's going into it, but the scriptures also talk about, hey, we're hearing the wars and the rumors of wars, be not in trouble, because the end is not yet. And we still got the prophecy of the MOTB, all right, Jacob's trouble, all right? It's still major prophecies that must come to pass before the Lord even returns and shoot those nukes off, man.
Right, so it's going to be hell on this earth.
Hell on earth, man.
For the nukes even get shot off. The nukes are going to be a mercy kill, because you're going to be already, wishing this shit will get over with. And the agony and pain, when this shit going to end? The people going to be trying to kill themselves, man. To no avail. We're going to try to take their lives, and the Lord going to leave their bodies, their spirits in their bodies will suffer.
You have rich bankers trying to commit trying to unalive themselves, basically jumping from buildings because stock market was crashing and stuff like that, man. All right, but we still here. They thought, oh, my life is over. I'm not rich anymore. I gotta end it. And that right there is just coming to show the things that's about to come. When a lot of these people can't pull the money out the banks coming real soon, man, because the dollar is crashing. And a lot of these people are gonna try to seek to put themselves to unalive themselves, man. They're gonna lose it.
When people have nothing else to lose, they lose it. So you see this economy, tanking, America's following the drain, people gonna lose their shit, bro. Good motherfuckers being drafted, any day you could be drafted. It's gonna turn into complete chaos. And you got these Republican Edomites, they gonna lose their mind if you try to draft they file the Edomite daughters, man. No, my daughter's not going to fucking war. My daughter's not going to war. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. And it's gonna be fucking, it's gonna be civil unrest in America. It's gonna get very, very crucial out here. So it's gonna be death all over the place.
And the brother made a beautiful point, because then that's where martial law is gonna come in. Then you're gonna have civil war, and it's gonna be war time. So what are they gonna need to implement war rules? The military. All right, and that right there, the military is going to be on a strict, hey, shoot to kill policy. You don't want to listen, boom. Oh, he's not listening. He acting out to him. Boom, you're gone. Now, problem solved. And that's
Trying to mark the law. Ain't gonna be no laws, bro. You ain't got no rights. It's gonna be, the court gonna be in the streets. Motherfuckers see, hey, you comply or you die. That's the time we're gonna be in. This is the time we're gonna be in. They're gonna try to put you into a camp. So you can't comply. So you have to run, get away. Pray, like I say, pray the Lord be with you.
It's a lot of judgment, heavy judgment coming to this place. Like the brother said, the only man that's going to be left out here is really the elect men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, because it's going to be death on every corner.
It says, I want to jump up real quick to verse 22. It says, many people on earth will starve to death, and those who escape starvation will be killed in war.
Hey, many people are going to starve to death, man. We've been talking about a famine starting with our head elders apostle, Great Millstone on down for, like, I believe the past 2-3 years. And last year, or about a year and a half ago, they said it was a shortage on wheat. All right, and they just stopped talking about it out of nowhere. Now, all of a sudden, they had to kill, I believe, 4 million chickens now because of some disease, man. Okay, so the food is already short. The supply is already running out. But these Edomites that are running this country are not telling you that, man. And the ones who escape that hunger, that famine that's coming, you're gonna die in the war. Okay. So either way it goes, you're not going to escape your lot. You're not going to escape the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. If it's ordained for you to be put to death, man, you're going to be ordained to death. All right, the Lord had people numbered to the sword, all right, to famine. All right, the Lord has people numbered to death already, man. And you're going to stand in your lot in those last days.
Right. If it's the Lord's will for you to be destroyed, it was already written. Now you can do it. And this is why we fight so hard for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because really we really can't save ourselves. We need a savior. So Scripture says, give diligence to make that calling and election sure. We hope to be that elect. We call it the hopeful elect, but to make that calling and election sure, we give them diligence. We got to be on fire. We pushing. We giving this thing our all in hopes that we can be delivered. When all hell breaks loose, people looking at us crazy right now. They're gonna really look at us crazy when all hell breaks loose, and we get beaten up into them ships, man. That's the ultimate desire, is that we get beaten up and delivered the hell up out of here, man. All right, to hell with this place, man. Says, their corpses will be thrown out like garbage, and there will be no one left to comfort the living.
Hey, yeah, their corpses will be thrown out in the garbage, man. When these people pass away out here, man, your body's gonna be lying in the streets like mire, man. There's gonna be nobody there. There's not gonna be any funerals, man. You're not gonna have time for burials, nothing like that, man. Wherever your body falls is where it's gonna fall and deteriorate at.
Where it's gonna lay at.
That's where it's gonna lay.
Like when bodies all over like trash, like you're gonna be smelling bodies all there, and that's gonna be a horrible stench in your nose everywhere you go.
Hey, the city's gonna be the worst place to
be.
be.
Bodies all over the place.
That's the worst place.
You're gonna have a horrible stench of decayed flesh in your nose wherever you go, man. And that's gonna wake people up in itself. You smell a dead body, man. Hey, that's life leaving the body. That body starts to decay. That can be you tomorrow.
It's different from an animal decaying, man. You'll walk past, you see a dead raccoon or something like that, and you'll hold your nose. You smell that small animal from a good distance away. So how much more hundreds and thousands of human bodies in the city, man? All right, laying the concrete with just bodies, real nice. All right, hey, and I like to also add in there too, because they always like to put those top lists of the top populated countries and most cities and stuff like that, man. Hey, we're in Florida, man. We're always within the top 3 states, either most people, most expensive place to live, or most populated, things like that. So it's gonna get, brothers. We are here. We gonna see some stuff too, man. All right, it's gonna get detrimental, and that's why brothers have been fighting hard to especially keep the faith and keep going, because hey, it's about to get very hectic out here too, man.
Right. And
animals gonna be roaming the streets, man. When that time comes. All right, it's a lot of zoos out here too. And the Lord is gonna have a lot of spirits with vengeance coming out and attacking these people, man. And the peace and the wrath of them that made them, man. They're gonna be pleasing the Lord by the destruction they're bringing.
Right. So there's gonna be a lot of death in the earth, and that you people ain't ready for that, especially here in America. They ain't used to that, man. It says the earth will be deserted and its cities demolished. There will be no one left to plow the land or plant it. Trees will bear their fruit, but there will be no one left to pick it. grapes will ripen, but there will be no one left to make wine. So, hey, the earth is going to be desolate. The city's going to be demolished. It's going to be all hell out here, bro. So, and we don't see that right now. So we still got a ways in this place to go. Prophecy got to come to pass. So there's going to be hell on earth before the nukes even fall. It says, jumping back down, it says, verse 28, only 10 will be left out of the whole city, and in the countryside, only 2 who have hidden in the forest or in the caves. The people that do survive, they're going to be in hiding. They're going to be somewhere ducked off, hiding for their lives, You're going to literally have to hide for your life. You know how you used to play hide and seek back in the day? And you ain't care if you got found because, where you try to find the best hiding spot. This game of hide and seek, your life going to depend on it.
Hide for your life.
You're going to have to hide for your life, man. So that's why you ain't going to hear another man's voice. Anybody going to jump, hey, I'm over here. You go over there and, kill him and eat him. People go on ahead in the back of their head. Watch the movie The Book of Eli. You had particular individuals who was cannibals, man. They was eating people. They show you that all the time in these movies where you got people that's going to be cannibals out here. Literally eating people.
Texas Chainsaw too. And then when you become a cannibal and you eat human flesh, you eat it enough times, your nerves start to get bad, so you have very bad shakes. So you can identify someone who's been eating human flesh. All right, and that's gonna be the new thing. It's Slocky. That's gonna be the old thing coming back because there's nothing new under the sun. Women ate their children back in the day, and that is gonna be actually on high even more on this side, man. It's gonna be raised even more on this side because what? Like the brother said, there's a lot of women who don't want to have kids, but there's a lot of also Jake women too who got 9, 10, 11 kids, and they single mothers, man. So when it comes down to it,
they're gonna be selling the babies.
Selling the babies, man. Selling them for money, for food, letting them get ravished, man. All right, anything they can do to try to survive in that day, even if it comes down to it, eating one of their children to feed the rest, man.
Right. Hey, nobody gonna be able to trust one another, man. There's gonna be no trust anymore out there. The scripture says, the love of many shall wax cold. So you ain't gonna be able to trust individuals because you don't know that they're gonna try to eat you. Stab you in the back, bring you into their house, feed you or whatever, just to starve you out, or just to poison you, or trap you up somewhere so they can, roast your ass up and eat you later. There ain't gonna be no more stores, there ain't gonna be no more Walmart, ain't gonna be no more Publix, ain't gonna be no more none of that. Everything is gonna get shut down. These storehouses shall be empty, and it's gonna be complete Mad Max out here, man. People gonna eat each other, kill each other, rape each other, rob each other. It's gonna get bad, and that's when everybody gonna know that this is the work of the Most High doing this, man. You see? So anytime before this destruction comes, the Lord says, "There's prophets out here to warn you of what's to come. If you don't take heed, then it's gonna come unto you, and that's gonna be that." It says, when an olive grove is harvested, 3 or 4 olives may be left on each tree. When grapevines in a vineyard are picked, a few bunches may be left even by those who look carefully. That is how it will be in those days. 3 or 4 will be missed by the soldiers who search through the houses to kill everyone. So you can have soldiers searching through houses, seeking to kill everybody in the house, man. It's the time you're coming into. That's a wartime, man. It says, the land will be left empty, the fields will be overgrown with briars, the roads and paths will be covered with weeds and thorns, because there will be no sheep to graze along them. So ain't gonna be the grass, the cities, everything is gonna be unkept in these days, man. Everybody gonna care about cutting the grass when motherfuckers out here eating people, So that's gonna be the harsh reality. Everything is gonna crumble.
That's gonna be a time, man.
Hey, I remember during the lockdown, or it was a government shutdown. The government shut down, and the government stopped picking up trash. So remember that trash was building up. Everywhere you went looked like a fucking dumpster. So that's how it's gonna be out here that day, man.
I was about to say, hey, put yourself in that mind frame, man, and imagine that. You got people out here that just go on jogs just because, man. It's gonna be one day you go out, you can step outside, you're gonna be having to run for your life. All right, you ain't gonna stop
Remember that video? This is America.
This is America. That
And
same
you
video.
see the end, right? You saw how that movie video closed out. The end. He was running for his life. He was like, Jake was in hand, no shirt on. He booking. And you see behind him, Edomites with torches and shit chasing him, man. This is America. That's what's coming to America. That video was showing you what's coming to America. See? And the violence that was in that video, the four horsemen, that, you know, they were showing you all the signs of this is coming to this is America. This is coming to America, man. It's gonna be total hell out here, and if you don't have your own Bashim Yasha on your side, it's gonna be you're gonna be really in hell.
Yeah, it don't matter if you're Usain Bolt or you run track, whatever the case may be. The Lord can have it where He take the breath out of your lungs, man. You know, you trip and fall. You know, if the Lord wants you going, you're gonna be going. But put yourself in that mind frame, man. People gonna be chasing you with guns, man, chainsaws, whatever the people have. In the course of their actions, shall stand in their power. In that time, whatever somebody has the power to do, they're gonna do it, man. All right. So if a person want to eat you, man, they gonna hunt you down and just gonna get their goal. Hey, I'm not stopping until I catch them.
Right.
You're my meal for the day.
Right. I gotta get you.
I gotta get paid.
He's gonna be hunting other people. And you know we're gonna be the easiest targets of women and children.
These Edomites, they good at hunting, man. All right, these Edomites, they dress up when they go hunting deers and stuff. They put the pee on them and have little flutes and stuff to act like the animal to call them, man. Okay, and that right there is how they gonna get you, Jakes, man. Edomites gonna come in with camouflage, suits on, things like that, and they blowing down neighborhoods, man.
They blowing everything down. You know, it kind of shows you that too in those purge movies, man. You know, how they would have these damn militias and stuff out here, you know, with intentions. And they showed you in a movie I believe was called The First Purge, where they showed you how you had, you know, that sister who was like an activist speaking out. She was speaking against that you know, the powers that be. And when the purge came, they sent motherfuckers right to her house. You know, so they're gonna come for us, brothers. You know, hey, you know, some of you brothers might end up getting drafted. These two brothers just graduated. They might try to fuck around and draft y'all. They got trust in the Lord, man. You know, but it's gonna go up. It's gonna go up to higher, you know, ages, and then they're gonna start drafting these damn women too. Right. It says, verse 33. Young women will be mourning because there is no one to marry them.
And so a lot of these young men, like the brother just said, and the age is from 18 to 26. A lot of these young men are about to be sent off to war. There's gonna be men that just graduated high school that's gonna have to hop right out of class and right onto a battlefield, man.
Right.
You know, and obviously they had girlfriends and females that want to talk to them. So there's gonna be a lot of men all around the world that's gonna lose. That's gonna be gone. So females, it's gonna be a lot of young females out here.
Yeah, your high school sweetheart, you think y'all gonna get married? This nigga get drafted. You know, he never come back again. After a while, he stops sending letters. The letters ain't coming back. Right. What happened? What happened? What happened? And they, you know, and they ain't gonna come and tell you, oh yeah, such and such, you're low, your family member dies. No, they ain't doing it. They go ahead. You don't gonna hear nothing from them again.
Next. Our brother, we need him too.
Right, and then his ass going to war next. You know, so it's gonna get crucial, man. And this is why Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has prepared us for this, giving us His word. You know, we are very grateful and truthfully humbled to have this word, because we know that this is all the doing of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And push come to shove, knowledge speaks stability at that time. The fact that we understand this word and have this knowledge, you know, imprinted on us, man, everybody's gonna be, they don't know what the fuck going on. We don't know what's going on. And we're going to know what's going to happen next. We're going to line it up with the prophecies, with the scriptures.
Hey, man, you know, being able to have this truth, man, you got to see it as having mercy, man. Because the Lord gives you knowledge and mercy and understanding, but to know the time to come and to be able to have time to prepare. Not everybody got this mercy, man.
Yeah, everybody got this opportunity.
To prepare for what's to come. You know, but the Lord had given unto His man, and He ordained and He chosen out of His word. All right? And we were able to, you know, to study, you know, in the scriptures, get to know the Lord more, to get to know more wisdom, more knowledge, more understanding. All right, you know, so you gotta see this as receiving this truth as receiving mercy, man. You know, you gotta thank the Lord. You know, give my praise to the Lord, honestly, Lord, how about you shot? Because at the end of the day, you could be left out here stranded without knowing what to do.
Right, right. Lost and confused.
Lost and confused, man.
A lot of people gonna be lost and confused in that day, man. It says, Verse 33, the land will be left empty. Verse 33, young women, these women out here, they you know, hot and ass, just came off of, you know, graduation, you know, they looking to start a family, they looking for a husband. It says young women will be in mourning because they will have no one to marry them. And a lot of that mourning is going to be because of the ones that who they had, they thought they was going to marry. Those guys going to end up down and giving up the ghost, man. You know, like we said. And then they're going to try to find another man to marry them and protect them and take care of them and be a provider and protector. And ain't going to be no man left. It says, what is that? It says, wives will be in the mourning, wives will be in mourning because they have lost their husbands. So they're going to be lost their husbands, you know.
Husband went out to war, never heard from him again. And then they're going to be sad. A lot of people are going to be sad, mourning, crying, you know, because there's going to be a lot of death in this world. All right, so once you get used, you're going to start getting used to the death, where you're going to have to be walking over death every day. You know, like that, you know, you just die. You know,
So,
somebody might die right next to you.
and if the men going to be going to war and dying like that, then guess what? They come with it right now, bro. They come with it right now.
That one ain't happening over there.
Yeah, that's all right. It's about to bring it. But you know, if men are gonna be down like this, dropping like flies in these wars, how much more you women when you get drafted?
Shit, man.
You know, you gonna be over there getting, you know, hurt inside out. You know,
It's going to be a mass genocide, man.
it says, wives will be mourning because they have lost their husbands. Daughters will be in mourning because there is no one to help them. All the young men will be killed in the war.
Yeah, so, hey, man, you know, all the young men, you know, the one they said 18 to 25,
18 and 26.
26, shit, man. You know, so a lot of these young men are going to be dropping out to war. They're going to be getting killed, man. All right? And even men, even older than that, man. All right? They have to be dropping too. All right? Right now, they probably not saying right now, but a lot of you niggas are going to be dropping, man.
And if you
young
already,
or old, man.
if you already, you know, and if you already in the reserves, you're gonna be the first ones, man.
Yeah.
You already signed up for the military. You already signed up for the draft. You already in the database. First ones.
Those are the ones.
Then they coming for the ones who hasn't been signed up yet.
The ones in the reserves are the ones who didn't want to go front line.
Or
they want to just be a part of the military, get benefits.
Right.
Now you're gonna actually have to go fight.
You're gonna be on that front line.
And
And you got people that was already in the military that might have done their time and got out. And call, hey, we need you back. We need you back because they can always do that.
Yeah.
So you was in the military and you know
Signed the contract.
you just got you just finished your military career. They can call your ass right back. Hey, yeah, we need you to come back, man. Hey, yeah, we at war with China. We at war with Russia. We at war with such and such. You think, what the fuck they got to do with me? I already served my time. Nah,
You know
man, we need you
what's
to come back.
What they put in a lot of people's head is, we're not going to war anytime soon.
Right.
You know, and a lot of people want to go for those benefits and shit. You know, but you're not watching, you're not seeing what's going on right now, man.
Right.
We're about to be in war anytime soon.
You ain't measuring the times.
You're not measuring the time diligently. You know, so a lot of people be like, oh, we're not going to war anytime soon. Everybody's going to have war. We just got World War II. You know, but the scripture, you know, it biblically tells you and prophesies World War III. Coming right after World War II, man.
I say, my brothers have ever watched Fury, you know the character Norman. All right, that's why I like this Jason be out here. All right, he was like before this, I believe he was a writer or something like that.
Right. He never been to war in his life.
He never been to war in his life.
You know what's crazy? I want to bring it you can bring it to a part. Before you go farther than that, I want to bring out this right here. Yeah, bring it on, but you know, dying of thirst, man.
No. Please.
Long time coming. Long time coming.
Shalom, Martin.
Shalom. That's the whole bunch of but you mentioned the movie Fury. Fury. The movie Fury, the main character, when he came into the war, you saw the look in his eyes. One thing I took about that movie, man, when he first came into that war, he had that shine in his eyes. You know, I saw a video the other day of a dude a Palestinian dude who escaped who escaped the torture, or he was a prisoner of war in Israel. He was a prisoner in the war over there in Israel. He said they was torturing him. You ain't on the face?
I'm gonna see right now.
Yeah, 1,000-yard stare. 1,000-yard stare. He had that 1,000. I was like this. From fear, man.
No, they ain't no more space.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, pick it up and take over here now.
All right.
Yeah, just come directly ahead of us. Everybody in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all brothers going into this war, the female draft, or what's coming, how it's going to be in America when this war comes, exploring the prophecy. Yeah, so when that movie Fury, it's the main character, he had that gloss in his eyes, he had that sparkle in his eye in the beginning of the movie. And then they showed you, him, he was probably in the war for, a couple of months. He saw all that death and destruction, even the death and destruction of his own team. He was the last survivor of his own team. And by the end of the movie, when they found him, that sparkle in his eye was gone, man. He was changed by that war. So that's how it's gonna be when they see the war, man.
He understood. He understood finally the casualty of war and the seriousity of war.
Right.
Like I was saying, when he first came in, it was time for him to actually, he had to shoot a kid, man. He had to put the kids down. All right, but he couldn't do that, and him not doing that caused a lot of other men. Okay, and that right there, it came to a point where he realized, okay, it's either me or them. Right. And he was a scene where he just was holding the gun without looking. He was just, I gotta do it, just let it go. Right. And that's what's gonna come out to a lot of Americans. They gotta understand that you're about to enter into war. And there was a video on Instagram with Jake with a ski mask on, and it was like, this is Gen Z. When they go to war, he put on the bag. He was like, I got a drum. He was like, I got a drum. They give you a ski mask. You got a grenade. He was like, this is how it's gonna be to go to war. So they clowned the fact that there's a war going on, but that laughter will turn to sorrow really quick.
Hey, if I may add to another thing when it comes to those, effects of war, we have those veterans that that's been in war, that's been in that lifestyle, that's been in that mindset. They come back traumatized from all the horrific things they have seen. Even things that's not supposed to be even taking place. You see? And it leaves them in a state of, when they come back and they have PTSD, all right? Where there's certain things, the sounds, the hearing, or looking, or even feeling, can bring back that destructive feeling that they feel.
PTSD.
Yeah, so you have where these men that's going to be taken and drafted over here to war about to experience a great tragedy that like none other, man. You see, that they're not even used to. I remember a brother did a video on it. I did a line back on it about these. It was a famous woman. Her name was Cardi B. She was speaking about all these men on these TikToks. That's good. Yeah. So they're not ready for it, man. The goddamn hip shaking and all that. Hey, all that's going to turn into
TikTokers.
Right. All that's going to turn into YouTubers. All that's going to turn into nothing but casualties of there's a war, man.
Casualties of war.
Yep.
Well, these men, they go to war and they get fight or flight syndrome, right? They constantly got to remain, the body has to remain in fight or flight. They got to be up on game. Okay, when they come home, they can't get that shit off of them. They can't tell when it's a time of peace and a time of war anymore. These people are going to drive themselves insane and kill each other, man. And we already have that now. You still got people still alive from World War II. You still got PTSD from it.
There was a video of a World. I'm glad the person said that because there was a video of a World War II veteran. Man, he was eating like he was old, and there were women that went into the military, I guess, for the reserves, and they actually enlisted into the military, but they never went to war. And she was like, "Well, we have equal rights too. We're the same as you." And he got mad. He said, "Somebody give me a gun. I'm about to shoot these MF." He was getting visually upset because he was like, You women didn't have to go through half the things we went through. I was on the front line.
Yeah, yeah. And then the men wish they ain't have to go through it.
And he said, you're disrespecting me by saying you're equal as me. He said, if I had a gun right now, I would have popped all of y'all in your face, man. And he was dead serious, man. Because he has to do that, man. And that's why I said these women are about to get a rude awakening, because there's actual men that had to go to war to fight for you women to get so big-headed to where you are now,
That's the thing, man. You know, because people have been living in comfortability all this time, but they don't understand the casualties of death and war. A lot of people live off of silver spoons and shit, man. And, you know, so people don't understand what it's like to have your own family members die right in front of you and shit, man. So they look at it as, oh, it's not gonna be that bad. You know, ain't nothing's gonna happen. You know, war is not gonna happen anytime in our lifetime.
Right.
You know, because they're so comfortable with living these lifestyles that they don't watch. They don't see what's going on.
Right. And they're in denial.
They're in denial.
They're hoping the war don't come right now, so they're denying up until they got a damn 216 in there.
Exactly.
You know, and you on the damn. Hey, I was I was driving home the other day, and it was a military helicopter with the damn gunners on the front of it and everything, driving right over my ass, man. Low as hell. I couldn't get my phone in time to get a picture, but it was low as hell. It looked like it was even more time. No, that was a couple weeks ago. I'm talking about it was an actual military helicopter, a damn.
Apache helicopter, they got the guns on the guns on the side of them, they got the guns on the bottom too.
Right. And I saw that. That motherfucker was like 20 feet in the air, man, just hovering over neighborhoods. It was hovering, I was in a neighborhood, it was hovering over a neighborhood. I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on, man? But that's the time we're coming into. We're coming into a time where you get used to seeing that, man. But another thing I want to say too is in that movie Fury, there was a very heavy scene. I did a video about it where one of the characters, he told the main character when he was new, you know, he's seen the shine in his eyes. You know, he had them crystal blue eyes. He's seen the shine in his eyes. By the end of his eyes, it's great. All right, but he told him, he said, wait till you see it. I said, what? I see what? He said, what a man can do to another man. See? When ain't no holds bars, ain't no laws, ain't no restrictions, ain't none of that. What a man, total war, what a man can do to another man. There was a scene in that movie I remember was very vivid where they was in these tanks, and you had a path for the tanks, and you literally had dead bodies. You could see the outline of a body in the mud, and it was rolling over with the tank. That and literally was turning to mire. You know? Fear movie. Yeah, that fear movie. Yeah, it was pushing into the mud. It was raining, it was gloomy, and then the tanks rolling over. It was like, oh, that was just a hell of a scene, man. That's a hell of a scene. That movie is serious.
Hey, that
Well, it was on Netflix. Should be.
You can watch it anywhere. Like, now they have the movie thing. So you don't type it in, you can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, to find a movie real quick, you can just always go on Google and type it in. They'll tell you where it's playing. That's the movie to watch, because that's how we come to it. And anytime we come into a time of war, that's when they start putting out all these war movies. And they try to, teach you what the propaganda of how cool war is and stuff. It's not cool, man. These people go to war and they don't come back. They go over there and die, they come back and they don't come back the same.
One of this, she might be praised for joining to go to the war.
Patriarch.
Well, really, all these people in America are consumers. I mean, they depend upon something. You know, they depend upon America. They depend upon the government. But when they get out there and they're by themselves, they're going to lose it. Because they cannot be independent anymore. These people want to raise, especially this modern generation, this latest generation, they want to raise to be independent. They're raised to be dependent upon the system.
Yeah, I would like to add too, because we even had in that movie, when people actually seen the effects of war, those people are actually hanging from trees, man, with signs basically saying that I give up. I don't want to fight for this country.
Yeah. You got people that just want to fight for themselves. Damn, and starts on the big area. You have to go to draft. You have to go on this side. In this day, today, modern day time, they talk about women that gonna get drafted, but you've been through a lot of women. You're gonna get drafted, and because you're afraid to go to war, you're gonna kill yourself, man. You're gonna find you hanging up in your closet somewhere or something, man. People won't be doing that because they're gonna try to escape the war. They don't want to go to war.
And the ones that survived too, like they had two women seen it before, they were in there with two women that took for them. When those top women actually get back on their horse and get back in their tanks to keep going, the women too, artillery came out of nowhere and blew their house up. Alright, and then that's where the dude Norman, I believe, when that started to change for him, so he had to understand that, hey, death is a part of this war, man.
Right, because he had just met them, he took a liking to the chick, but then 5 seconds later they get ready to leave, and then they had to get blown up. So you just had this whole moment with these people, and now they're gone. You see them from smiling to dying to dead. Like that's gonna fuck with your mind, bro.
Yeah.
So we're gonna really have to work on our minds so that we can remain sane in that day. This is why you're gonna get out watching our shot. Everybody think they tough to you see some real shit.
The movie to watch too, brothers already watched it, was that book Eli though, man. Because it literally gives you how you're supposed to be in that time. Because Eli, which is played by Denzel Washington, he was in a calm state of mind where he put his faith in the Lord Yahweh Rashad, and he let the Spirit guide him, man. We're coming to a time where everyone, it's going to be death and destruction here, man. All right? And you're going to need the Spirit to guide you through all that death and destruction. The scripture says, man's body to be lying in the streets like garbage. Like shit, like dung. And you're going to need the Spirit of the Lord to be in you to be able to sit there and look at that shit and be like, I got to keep going. All right? Because there's going to be people out here that's going to see that shit and they're going to be like, yeah, I can't do this shit no more. Next thing you know, they got a bullet in their head, man. It goes from there. Exactly.
Hey, you got when you got it in these wars where you got this is why wars was always for men. You got it in a war, you might be in a trench for 2-3 weeks. They got food in there, they got everything in there, whatever you do shit, this and that. But you may be in a trench for 2 or 3 weeks, with gunfire going over the trench, so you can't move. Imagine a woman being in a trench for 2-3 weeks and then no bath, no shower, smelling like a goddamn smell chewing out. It's gonna be bad, man.
She might come on her cycle in that trench, man, and she gonna forget about the war, man.
Hey, you had one movie I seen not too long ago. It's called Broken. And in that movie, Broken, you had this guy that Edomite who was the main character, but in the movie, it got to a point where they was being captive to these Emmons, man. And these Emmons, the way they was treating them over there, they was beating them. And they down there was growing, they was down there skinny and pining away.
Yeah, I got to do a video about that, during the war, I think it was the Vietnam War. You had those women over there that was, that was getting ravaged by those soldiers and stuff, man. I got a clip on that I want to go into. More on YouTube, gonna take it down, but you know how these guys do because you coming into that time where shit gonna start getting more and more graphic and more uncomfortable.
Exactly.
And the truth hurts, man, and it's about to get very, very uncomfortable.
Hey, and a great example is that because in that movie, those people that was pining away getting beaten. Hey, these women are gonna be prepared. These women ain't gonna be able to withstand that, man. These women ain't gonna be able to. Hey, you got those. You got in those wars, man. They do so much horrific things that you can't even put a nipple on it, man. Because look, their minds, their mentals is to break you, take you out, do anything what they want with you, man. You see, and they already speaking about even having a discussion with these women getting drafted there, man. All right, to war period. So hey, what you gonna think is gonna be against these men in these type of conditions? How much are you women? It's gonna be a terrible day. When you smelling like funky and funk ass, it's gonna be at least your problems, man. Right. You don't have to worry about your enemies on the other side ravishing, man, taking what they want, or even putting your ass 6 feet under.
This is the 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 34. All the young men will be killed in the war.
All the young men will be killed in the war, man. Okay? So these men that are full of life, okay, they got all the energy in the world, these athletes, D1 athletes and shit, man, professional athletes, these men gonna be killed off in the war. Okay? And the scripture say the mighty man shall sigh there bitterly, cry there bitterly. Okay, so you men that make mighty professional boxers, you macho man, UFC fighters and shit, man. People that's football and basketball players, you're gonna be like bitches in that thing. You're gonna be able to be accounted for as a man. Say that the time
will bitch up. As Pastor Hart said, these men gonna bitch up. The truth says your mighty man shall become as women. And all the married men will die in the famine.
So that's why you don't have a lot of women left over here. Okay? When that war comes, because a lot of these men are gonna be drafted off into the war. It's more women than men. Okay, so you still have a lot of women left over after these drafts. Still stuck up here in Babylon to suffer. Alright, that's why it's gonna be so heavy upon you women.
serve the Lord. It is the Lord's message, so receive it and believe what he says. The disasters are approaching rapidly and they will not be delayed.
These disasters are approaching rapidly, meaning what? They coming fast, man. Before you know it, it's gonna be a full war state gonna be in full effect, man. Martial law, okay, you gonna have curfew, all right? All these things are gonna take you unexpected. It's gonna say that they will take you as a leap, but ye brethren are not in darkness, so that they shall take you as a leap. Okay, that's what we've been watching. Okay, can the
Watchtower.
right, we've been on the watchtower. The watchman always gonna see the danger coming first. They didn't want the sound of the trumpet. Okay? It's up to you to listen to the sound of the trumpet. Okay? Drake is drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage. They partying, thinking it's cool, having fun, having a blast, doing drugs and shit. Okay, well, I'm not the sound of the trumpet is dangerous. That's scary, man. You partying, you don't know what's going on in the world, and the trumpets are being sounded every day. You know? That's the Lord warning you. Shit's about to get real. You ever heard that that alarm they give off when the fucking person coming or something? That's what's going on spiritually right now. Every day. Nobody hears it. You know, so when shit actually pops off, it's going to take you unexpectedly. But the whole time, it's been warned, man.
Hey,
Skip some more.
hey, you gotta do it. That's why the scriptures tell you they shall say peace and safety. Then sudden destruction comes upon you. Right. See, because if as much as good as they're speaking of right now, or trying to have a good saying to you right now, hey, it's really destruction about to come to this place, man. And these motherfuckers that's know it's coming, they gonna hide themselves, man. They gonna try to at least hide themselves. But what are you gonna do? You see, you're gonna be left out here scrambling and looking for food and in great distress, man. And guess what? Hey, when judgment comes to play out, man, you're gonna be in the midst of it, man.
Well, look, you got Jake over there playing football with the kids and shit. Right now, I'm telling you, should be in the house praying, man. You know, you got enemies of the state, enemies of America sitting on the borders, man. You know, and ships and groves, okay, in the surrounding countries, okay, less than 4 hours away. Jake just willy-nilly having barbecues, living it up, Juneteenth. You know, that's what it's all about to these things, man. Pork and pork rinds, man, and baked beans. Right, because Jake is asleep. Jake is in a deep slumber, and they ain't gonna wake up until they ass get cracked inside the head, man. Soldiers gonna be kicking in your door. Soldiers that ain't got USA flags on them. They gonna have flags on different countries, man. Okay, the UN troops coming through. You know, what you gonna say then? How the fuck you gonna get here? The prophet's been warning you this whole time. Where were you at when the trumpet was being sounded?
And that's why the scripture says, evil shall grow upon the earth. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth. Famine, sword, and destruction, man.
Right.
So in this time, you're going to be having these things accumulating and getting much worse while you're in a state of thinking everything is good. You know, right now, you can still go afford these women. Hey, these women, they get still assistance. All right? Like, you got these men who still believing in being the next rapper or being the next top notch at the business. And it's much true, man. All right? Hey, how about my son about to bring great death and destruction, famine, sword. All right, everything's about to come in this place really rapidly, man.
Hey, there's so much going on. We forgot it was election year, man. You know, the president's supposed to be elected this year, man. But there's so much going on. You don't hear much people talking about that.
Well, we're going to a war. It's going to get postponed anyways.
Right.
You know, and you got this whole petrodollar thing that just happened, where you know that deal expired, which means America is going to go to war to maintain its hegemony, its dominance over the other nations. So war is inevitable. We're going to go to war, and their thing is they're probably going to try to push out before the elections, which is to keep this guy in office, and then you know it's going to be complete chaos out here, man. So this could be the year. There will be the year of Jacob's trouble. You know, this as opposed to our point here, the whole year of Jacob's trouble. This could very well be the year where they're gonna start drafting niggas and locking niggas up, putting niggas in FEMA camps.
Right.
They got camps here, okay, concentration camps, and they said it was for the dissident Americans, the Americans who are against the powers that be. So you speak up against this system, they gonna lock your ass up. You don't want to go to war, okay? Well, we got someone who's wanting you to go. Put you in a FEMA camp, man. Some of us may be cast to those prisons, and the Lord going to break us, send an angel to break us out, or a brother can break you out. Who knows what we're going to do? We're going to trust in your heart, your heart. shore destruction, which is why the Lord's going to come and, you know, pretty much contain it to America and Israel, and then he's going to, you know, set up a righteous kingdom over the earth.
There's a huge spirit around those nukes because when the nuclear missile gets shot off, all these other countries are going to be alerted that there's a superpower in the air. They don't know if it's coming to them or not. So everybody's going to be triggered happy. What happened? You know, I got to protect my country. I'm shooting this country because I think they shot it. You know, it's going to be a time of very, very irrational decisions, man. Everybody will press the button.
All Americans and allies are turning against America.
Everybody will think America shot up aid. You know, and that's what it is, man. America's the enemy, the big bully. You know, everybody got their eyes on America. You got Putin traveling to Cuba, Putin traveling to North Korea, having walking talks.
Right.
What you think they're talking about, man? They talking about fucking cup of tea and the next boxing match? No, they talking about America. They say, hey, we're gonna take this motherfucker out.
And they're getting closer and closer.
Right.
So as they're getting closer together, these nations are getting further and further from America, man. They're getting, you know, they're building more and more tensions up with America, while these other nations that's teaming up against America are getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
This is second Ezra 15, verse 17.
Like I brought out Slovakia, like I brought in the lesson, you know, what happens when you go to, you got a fight schedule. Hey, when we was young, you used to schedule fights. Meet me at the park, nigga. You know, what Jake was doing, going around talking to all his homeboys. Hey, come, hey, I got to fight at this time. Come to the fight. Come to the... That's what Putin doing, man. Hey, they scheduled a fight, man. You know, and it's gonna happen out of nowhere. But Putin already he's already backed up.
You know how those fights be nowadays. Well, back in the day,
Right,
you go to a fight and if the person who you fight against got more people in the crowd, and you start winning, they're gonna jump your ass. You know, so that's why I'm coming from America.
That's what Paul was saying. He was like, if it comes to a point where the enemy is winning, aka the West,
I'm dumping. I'm shooting.
he said nobody's going to win. He said,
I'm gonna air this bitch out.
I'm letting it go.
You know, if Jake turns, I'm gonna air this bitch out, man. If I start losing, nigga, I'm airing this bitch out. You know?
And he said if it even looks as if we're going to lose, he's sending it. He said that's it. If it looks like we're going to lose, he's sending it. That's it. He said man, it's going to be like.
And that's why America's been trying to avoid this war with Russia, because they know, and that war is biblical, man. Russia has a huge part in America's destruction. So they knowing that, they thinking like, damn, we got to try to avoid this at all costs. At the same time, still trying to keep power, you know, on the world stage. It's inevitable.
Hey, that man, Putin said, he's not bluffing.
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. I'm doomed. Who will rescue me in those days?
As you see these visions, you say, I'm fucked, man. Who will help me? What can I do? How can I be delivered? And I also going to show you that Ezra's reincarnated in the flesh, man. You know, regenerated. He's back again today. You know, that goes to show you that that's real. You got doctors that say it's not real, but the prophets that were here aforetime are here today. The scripture said this generation shall not pass until all things be fulfilled. So you niggas that crucified the Lord as well are here today. And you gonna see it, man. You got a lot you gotta pay for. You got a lot to atone for. And these niggas don't even know it.
It says, troubles will come, and many people will groan. Famine will come, and many will die. Wars will come, and the world powers will tremble.
So it's not just war coming, famine, pestilence. People gonna be getting sick out here. People gonna be eating each other out here for very hunger's sake. Okay, they're gonna be eating themselves. They're gonna be eating their own body. They're gonna be eating their own flesh for food, drinking their own blood for water, man. That's how bad it's gonna get. And then there's wars coming. And you think these things are just happening out of coincidence or out of nowhere? Well, some just these countries are arguing. It just happened out of nowhere. No, the Lord is sending these in the earth. The Lord is judging the earth, man.
Hey, there ain't gonna be no question if it's the end or not. You don't know it's the end. You're gonna be like, damn, you know, all this shit happening at once. This has gotta be the end that this country was thinking of.
Well, everybody subconsciously anticipates the end in their mind.
And you've been having all over social media too, a lot of the Jakes and the dudes that play Call of Duty growing up. You see that, and that's a part of Esau technology too, man, and exposing to their fans, man, because you know, all the Call of Duty when we were a kid, Nuketown 2025, you know, playing Call of Duty in 2010, man. So that seems so far away. They were showing you that the U.S. was attacking Yemen. There was a map that you fought on called Yemen on the warship and certain different things, man. And now the U.S. is actually going to war with a lot of these different countries. In the end, and in the end, the U.S. was losing, man. And you see, in Newtown 2025 is when the nukes got shot off. Man. Obviously, we don't know the time of the day, the minutes, day, and the hour, but they were showing you that Newtown 2025 is when the nukes got shot off and everything was destroyed. Right?
It says, disasters will come and everyone will be terrified. What will people do when these disasters come?
Because nobody, the Lord says, shall I find faith on earth will come? Okay, because these people are faithless. These people will be terrified. The scriptures say, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore he shall not be defended. Okay, so these people don't believe. There's going to be a lot of death and terror out here, man. A lot of fearful and afraid, man. You know? Hey, we got the Lord, brothers. You gotta be a little hopeful, man. Cheerful and hopeful because, hey, we trust in the Lord to help us in your own show. There's nothing for you to be worried about. For us, these are good. This is the good news. This is the gospel. This is good things to you. These are good tidings. Okay, but to the world, these are bad tidings because it's going to put an end to how they live wickedly. Huh? We hope for a righteous world. This world is over. Hey, scriptures say they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. That's what Yahweh said, huh? Okay, so this world is hey, the Lord say what? This world is created for many, but the world to come for few. Okay, so our world is ending, their world is ending. Our world is about to begin, man. You know?
It says, famine, epidemics, troubles, and suffering are sent to punish and correct people.
Now, haven't we heard a lot about the word epidemic lately, man? You know? So this version of the scriptures shows you the modern terms for those words, man. Okay, so that you can catch it a little better. Epidemics. You know, people was hearing that, they were fucking panicking. I had people hit me up when this damn C9 thing rolled out, even though it wasn't even real. The C9 thing rolled out, and they talking about this at the end. Is this what you were talking about? Oh man, teach me all about it. I want to know all about it. And then when the shit blew over, they disappeared.
They went back into the world.
Yup.
Oh, this is crazy.
So when the destruction comes, there will be no excuse for why you've been bullshit because you heard it. The Lord knew he give you his birthday, you think, oh, is this it, this it, this it? And then guess what? You still got time, and then what do you do with that time? Continue to bullshit, continue to play games.
Despise the ways of the Lord.
It says, but in spite of all this, they will not turn away from their sins. They soon forget their punishment. The time is coming when food will be so cheap.
So these plagues are sitting as scourges for a minute, for you to repent. Okay? When you're in horrible times, that means repent. Jake knows that. Jake knew that. At least, you know, we were in our homeland. We knew that when we was going through it, the Lord was judging us, we needed to repent. That's why the scriptures say, if all Israel turned today and repented, he would take us out of the land of our enemies and deliver us over them and rescue us. But Israel can't do that because they destroy for lack of knowledge, man. Israel is a people before it's a place, man.
It says, the time is coming when food will be so cheap that people will think a time of peace and plenty has arrived, but then disaster will spring up everywhere.
Even now they think a time of peace and plenty has arrived. Because guess what? The whole C9 thing blew over, right? Okay, so now they think peace and safety, be good. That shit's over with. Let's just chill. Let's hope no other epidemic comes upon us. But guess what? It's about to get a whole lot worse. And these devils know it. They ain't planning it, huh? They got guidelines they want to accomplish by 2025, by 2030. Okay, and that means it's going to be a lot of hell breaking loose before those dates.
That's less than 5 years away. Really less than 6 years away. And by 2030, they want the population under 500 million. And there's over 8 billion people on this earth. You know, so what is this?
Look at the bird and the squirrel.
That's how Esau gonna be on J Trail, man. On their tail trying to kill him. But they showed you the Georgia Guidestones before they blew them up that they want to bring a population under 500 million. In terms of killing 7 billion people, man. All right, so you have to think, what does the devil have in plan to kill that many people? You know, what is it? What is his goal? They're coming in with the NWO, that New World Order. Right? If you know, bow down to the beast system, they're coming out with the MOTB, you know, outcast in this society, man.
And you got people who are very much delusional to what's going on, man. You know, they really can care less because, like the brother was mentioning, you got where they still got, you know, that city being spoken into them. They got food they can go buy, you know. They got everything pretty much out their hands to touch, man. So right now, it's not something that's so tragic to them. But when this devil come down, have a great rock, it's gonna show, man. It's gonna show.
It says, but then disasters will spring up everywhere, wars, famine, and great confusion.
Disasters will spring up everywhere, not only in America, but in all these other countries as well. This isn't just judgment time for America, it's judgment time for the whole world, everybody in the earth. Okay, so all these countries are going to feel the punishment of the Lord when his hand is put over the earth, stretched forth over the earth. Okay, he's going to shake the whole world.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 4. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried.
In that day, you know, a lot of men are going to die of grievous death. You're not going to be lamented, man.
Yeah, everybody gonna cry for you.
No one's going to cry.
Ain't gonna be no funeral.
You know, you just had it.
No, people leave up the body. You won't leave the body where it died, man. You gotta keep moving.
Every week we come out here, we have across the street, you know, a funeral where a whole bunch of cars are going to go carry it out to the grave site.
It happened earlier.
Happened earlier, happened last week, happened the other time we came out here.
You going to car crime.
Every week, you know, you have that, but you're not going to have that in this day, man. All right, you're going to have it where you die, and then you're dead right there, and no one's going to be able to have the time to sit there and cry.
Right.
You know, so
you see that in the movies. They say, "Oh, we can't leave him right here. We have to bury him. We have to leave him. We gotta go." You know, yeah. He's gone. He's gone. We have to go. We're gonna be gone too. He into the movie and they gone. He's gone. Honey, he's gone. He's gone. We gotta go.
You always got that one thing that,
No, we'll stay.
I gotta do something. And people were not right with him, man. And that time that we coming into it, Jacob's telling his brother's going to be having to go, move. Ain't gonna be no time to stop. Oh, I just seen a person get shot. I gotta help him. No, keep going. And the Lord took him out. Keep going. He's still alive. Go. It's waiting on him.
So you got in that movie, you know, on that show, what's that show with
Zombies?
Nah, it's the game. It's The Last of Us. The Last of Us. In the beginning, when all chaos broke loose, all hell broke loose, and it was in a car, and it was dropping, it was a crash that, you gotta help them, they have children. He said, we have children, keep going. You know, you ain't able to fucking punch the hero, man.
Motivation last post. And they say that too. Civil War. There was a scene where somebody had to get help. Somebody had to get help, but they had to keep going, man. But that right there is Esau basically putting the theme in your head with his television about what's coming to this place, man. It's gonna be a time of no love, man. One-on-one, or free for all. The only people who's gonna have love and compassion for one another that day is the elect, man.
It says, bringing it back, Jeremiah chapter 16.
And the self-same movies, you got people that'll run across each other and say, oh my gosh, you're still alive. I didn't know you were still alive. I thought you would have died by now. You know, that's how it's going to be at these times. Because you ain't going to know if your family members are still alive or not.
It says, back to Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 4, starting from the top. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth.
Woo, so they're not going to be buried either. You're not going to have time to have a whole funeral, man. You're not going to have time to bury this man. You know, you got to be able to go, you know. Shit happens, man. You know, you born for the brother of the spirit, but you got to keep going, man. You got to keep your eyes on getting the fuck out of there, man. All right? And they're, you know, their bodies are going to be as dogs on the street, so you're going to be walking over people, and they're just going to be sitting there like shit. You know, you're going to be staking up the roads, you know, because once your body dies, you start to decay and shit, and then you got, you get infected, all the diseases, you know, you start to smell, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen in that day. You're just going to be sitting there locked out on the streets, man. Because no one's going to have the time to sit there and look at you and take care of you, eventually bury you, give you a proper funeral, a proper burial. No one's going to be thinking about that. It's going to be survival of the fittest, man.
Right.
All right?
Hey, well, if Sloppy from AI, you have it where, you know, we speak about going into these wars, man. So how much more for these men that go there to go to war and they die with grievous deaths and their bodies are left in the fields, man? You had times like World War II and those Civil War. You had all those wars that were showing you great examples of men's bodies being deployed and exploded and bodies just everywhere, body pieces everywhere. And how much more are when it comes to you got that Jacob's trouble, man? You know, you got your man that's going to war, they shut out the war, they over there fighting, and you have all hell breaking loose over here, which is going to be a tragedy for your woman, because your woman is going to be in great distress, because you're going to have no help, you're going to have no man to protect you, you're going to be left defenseless, man. And it says, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, which we was just going into that, man. All right, so here you have another account of the scriptures going into, all right, the effects that's going to come behind the things in the judgment Yahweh Shall going to bring upon this place. The aftermath, man. Okay? It's going to be a cause and effect. You're going to have a sword and famine is going to come upon this place for its great wickedness. It says, and their cartridges shall be meat for the fowls. It says fowls of the heavens. You have birds, man, nipping and biting and doing their thing as eating away of these dead bodies, man. Okay, it says, and for the beasts of the earth. So you're gonna have these fowls of the air, even beasts that walk upon four paws, man. All right, doing their job, man. Which is a state of this. It's gonna be a gloomy day, man. It's gonna be a devastating day. Okay, it ain't gonna be nothing nice and pretty. All right, that's why you're going Jacob's trouble. It speaks of a thing of not of peace but trembling and of fear. Okay, so
the city's gonna be riddled with stench from dead bodies.
Yeah.
You got after like four to 8 days, the body's starting to swell. Okay, because the bacteria begins to attack the tissues, and it emits gases that causes that death stench, the decomposing stench. That's what you're gonna smell all throughout the streets, man. There's gonna be so many dead bodies. So everywhere you go, it's gonna be stink as hell because it's gonna be death everywhere. Okay.
Your brothers made the analogy too. You know, when you see a dead animal, or like you smell a raccoon or whatever that got hit on the side of the road, you can smell it, and you don't have to be exposed to it. You can smell that, and that's just a small animal. So how much more? 1,000 human bodies in the city, man.
Yeah, I saw when I was younger, there was a hurricane that came through, and I'm walking home one day after the hurricane came through, we went back to school and stuff. You know, it was kind of raining a little bit, but it was like, you know, you went outside, and there was a squirrel that was dead on the road. Looked at it, oh shit, what that squirrel? He being legit. You know, I grabbed the squirrel by its tail, trying to lift it up, and the fucking squirrel came apart, and it was just a bunch of maggots inside the squirrel, man. You know, it was just a bunch of maggots. I lifted up, and it was just maggots all in the squirrel. I was like, oh shit. And the side that was on the ground stayed on the ground, and the squirrel came apart. I'm like, oh shit. And it was just maggots in that squirrel. So that's how these dead bodies gonna be out here. You know, you're gonna be full of maggots, you know, decaying right down the street. Right where you got it, that's where you're gonna lay at.
The scripture says the vengeance of the one is in. Yep. Right.
It's gonna be bad all the way around.
It really might be seen down there in the day.
Right.
I got a piece of it.
That was it? No. What you got?
Isaiah 3.
Go ahead, bring it on. Come on.
Isaiah 3:24, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in war. And her gate shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-set hair, baldness.
These women, you know, right now you see them, they smell good, look good. You know, they got the fragrance on them, the jewelry, the enhancements, all those enhancements, the wigs, all that's gonna be taken away in that day. You know, so instead of that sweet perfume smell, or whatever the little perfume or whatever they put on them, it's gonna be stink. It's gonna be stench. They're gonna smell crab time she's gonna splice up, crawl up her leg to her vagina and die in it. You know?
And instead of well set hair, baldness.
Yeah, instead of that well set hair, the wigs you put on, you gonna have baldness, man. You know, because then if you already got the baldness under the wigs, you know, but she ain't gonna be able to put the wigs on no more. That shit gonna be bald under it. No, under that wig is gonna be bald under it, man. Alright? You know, and you're gonna go through so much shit that their hair is gonna be falling out, man. You know, you ever heard of stress so much and you're going through so much shit that your hair, you start losing hair, you know? Alopecia. Yeah, alright, you know, you probably been raped by so many men, they pulling your hair out and shit. They take your hair out, now you bald and shit. You know, so, yeah. Lord will give you what you want, man.
And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war.
Hey, man, the man is going to fall by the sword and the mighty in the war. You know, so when they get drafted out, you know, ain't going to be a little man to protect you, keep you comfortable, keep you secure and secure. You know, because now you're so independent. All right, be independent then. You know, so then when you go out to, when you read out here, your man is out at war, catching hell, you don't know constantly run. Because you're going to also have shit going on in America, where America's going to have a civil unrest inside of it, where they, you know, people are looting each other's houses, killing each other, and these women ain't going to have no protection because they ain't going to have no men. All right, so they're going to be going through so much shit, they ain't going to be able to have time to think about their furnishings. They ain't going to have time to think about what they're going to wear. They're going to have time to think about putting the wig on or changing their hair, and all that stuff. And that alone is going to fuck up women's mind. So I can't do this no more. I can't get my hair done. I'm gonna go take that MO2D.
Hey, women don't even
You know?
they don't got lashes, man.
Exactly.
The small, if the woman is missing one piece of their attire that they need to go out, man, they don't even want to go out because the night is already going. All right, because you're not leaving the part of that harvest, man, that you guys are trying to achieve. Okay?
That's what's gonna lead a lot of these women to go take that CEA. All right. And it could be a lot of women that men want to deal with, man. All right, because they don't have the faith. All right, we just got into Job's wife. You know, she didn't have no faith. She told Job to curse the Lord and die. All right, so imagine that day, you with your woman. 9 times out of 10, the woman you're dealing with probably gonna say the same shit, man. All right, you gotta have an actual woman moved by the spirit of the Lord to be able to endure all that with you, man. All right, you can't just have any old woman because any old woman is gonna go take that seat. They ain't gonna be able to accept the fact that they can't get new lashes, they can't get their hair done, they can't get the Chanel and the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton. They can't get all the design no more. They ain't gonna be able to handle that fact. So they're gonna go into Esau, which they didn't go to in the first place, and they're gonna get caught in that snare, that trap. All right, that's why when they put that. That's what they're gonna do. They put that seed up out. You can't buy or sell. You can't get whatever the fuck you want. You know, unless you got the seed up. Yeah. And women are not going to be able to live in that pleasure anymore, so they're going to feel like they're forced into getting that CF. They're going to go get it.
Hey, you see that now, man. Every weekend, brothers be out here in Florida, man. People come down here to Miami and different parts of Florida to go party, man. Every weekend, you have multiple women going out to party, man. Women getting ready to go out, party, get drunk. It's a constant thing every single weekend, week out, man. We're going to get tired of that. So when it comes down to where you can't party no more, you can't go out with your girls and have mimosas and get drunk, man. We want to go back outside. All right, Esau, here, take this MOTV. You're going to take that to go out and party, but in the end, you're going to lose your own soul to be burnt in front of the Lamb and the holy angels, man, the holy heavens. Okay, so it's not going to be worth it. And that's what the brother Alvar was going into earlier. These women, they go and they act based off of what they can see now, man. You try to tell them, hey, the Lord's going to provide for us. The Lord's going to come back soon. Watch for the prophecies, you know, hold me down. So I gotta forsake that, don't take the seat up, and then when brothers get beat up, oh, he was right. I'm sorry. And that's a lot of these people properly out, man.
I got to do something.
Get us in.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22. I'll start at verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. All right, so a smart man is seeing the evil to come, he hideth himself, man. We're seeing that the MOTV is about to be running out here, man. We're about to go to war. The trumpet is being blown in the spirit. said, but the simple pass on and are punished. And the simple pass on and are punished, that goes into, you bring out the word, these two girls that just, they may understand it. You know, how your heart is on they get it later, but for the ones that they just hear it, and they in the cold. You know, they ain't talking about nothing. The ones that just go on and say, oh, I'm going to live a long life here, those are going to be the ones that are going to pass on and going to be punished, man. Are you going to receive that judgment? Because why? You didn't want to take heed. The Lord had his hand out. He was offering you salvation. You had better things to do sometimes. So your salvation and your life, the Lord will save you. The Lord even have better things to do. Like saving the elect, man. Delivering them out of death, man. And it says, by humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. So by humility and the fear of the Lord are riches, honor, and life. Fear of the Lord and being humble, man, understanding our walk, us being part of the truth, man, that's life, man. The fear of the that's what's gonna bring us life and riches, man. Okay? And that's the key to everything, man. Versus trying to be somebody in this life, you're gonna seek to save your life on this side, you're gonna lose it, man. Our brothers losing their life on this side to end up gaining life for y'all watching our son and like no, man. There's the book of Proverbs chapter 22 and jump down to verse 6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Alright? And that's what brothers are doing now. You know, the way you raise a child is the way they're going to be all brought up. You see here in America now, you got transformers, disposal pieces, man. They're raising up children how they want to be raised up. So now when it's time for them to go to war, you see in the school now, you got a lot of these boys that are flamboyant. Now it's time to go to war. Alright, you been training your child to your child to be a monk and how to do all these different things. Now it's time to go to war. Your child ain't gonna know how to go to war, man. Alright, which he shouldn't be fighting for these Edomites anyway. But the point is, you gotta train up a child the way you should go.
Well, even if you don't go to war, it's gonna be war in the streets of America. So you gotta raise your sons to be men and your daughters to be women. If not, then they gonna be lost and confused in that day and get caught up. I saw a video of studs dancing. I forgot they were dancing some crazy shit in there. It was just pure confusion. But that's, you really only see that over here in the West, man. You go to these other countries in the East, man, that women know their natural role. But here in the West, people don't know their natural role anymore. People are confused. They have their minds fucked by America. So what's coming out of that? Destruction, man.
And the men are full men, our Mr. Watch could have been reunion thing by Drewski. And even him on there, he was saying how he was like, bro, I don't like just diapers. I like diapers that just like women and men. He was like, they still diapers. He was like, I like a diaper. And that right there, and he got blonde hair too. We know Drewski. He was at Diddy party, so he got pictures.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, he said that on the he was basically arguing with the dude who was from Boy Scout uniform, talking about which black they wanted. And to be honest, some of the guys were like straight up dudes, man. Alright, he was like, well, I like dykes. I don't care if she goes like a dude or a female. She a dyke. I like that dyke. I want dykes. And he had the blonde hair and everything and everything. He threw, man.
Yeah, which is homosexual because you don't want a dyke. You want a woman that's trying to act like a man. You might as well say that you want a man.
He said, and I quote his word verbatim. He said, I like what I like. That's what I like. Alright, he said she a real nigga in the streets, a freak in the bed for me.
Yeah, that's what you think of you shouldn't be working with that. Oh, you will be in the popcorn and shit.
That was towards the end.
And they call that entertainment now, man.
Yeah.
Bunch of fucking folly, a bunch of bullshit, bro. These motherfuckers are lost. So that's why, hey, we hoping and praying the Lord send us more soon, man. Get rid of these niggas, man. These niggas gotta go. We got to start talk sort of. We just pray the Lord have mercy upon us and our families in these things, man. And it's gonna get ugly, it's gonna get uncomfortable when that time does come. Everybody's gonna be, considering what they did or didn't do for your whole washing out shine. Sit on that?
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 18. the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Hey, man, you know. Oh, actually, right now, verse 17 is not
Started back at 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
Hey, man, this is Ezra speaking. He said, woe is me, destruction to me. Who will deliver me in those days, man? All right? And he said, the beginning of sorrows, the beginning of evil, the beginning of death, famine. You know, so all these shit's going to be taking place at once, man. You know, all this tribulation is going to be taking place at once, where things that even happened in the past will be occurring at that same time in the present. You know, and things you never even seen before. We're going to have demons manifesting, you know, out of thin air and shit. You're like, damn, what the fuck is that? You know, and you got to be able to, you got to have the Lord on your side, man. You know, that's why Ezra's like, woe is me, he's going to deliver me that day. You don't got the Lord on your side, who's going to deliver your ass, man? All right? If you're not right with the Lord, who's going to deliver you, man? Because you're going to have the beginning of death, the beginning of famine, you know, all these different sorrows, you know, people dying around you. It ain't going to be no 911, man. You know, and you're gonna look around, you're just like, damn, everybody's around me dying. Their mental alone.
If you was to call 911, then we're gonna call no electricity. You're gonna get down to it, man.
Yeah.
So if we gonna call upon, who you gonna call?
All upon your God.
You're right. I don't can't help you either. So you're gonna have to have a power. You know, you're gonna need divine intervention. If the Lord ain't with you, you ain't gonna have that. Then it's gonna be you and the Lord's wrath, man.
Even that alone, man, you have a lot of these jakes. You're like, look, lurking all these jakes come out saying, well, I'm Muslim now. I'm Muslim. A lot of these jakes going into these false idols, many different gods. So there's gonna be a lot of bloodshed, you know, than more than people expect. Jakes will be calling on Allah and all these different powers of man, ultimately be destroyed. The Lord said, God kill, so let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. So let them. All right, that was basically rhetorical because they're not, man. You're going to be put to them. It's like that statue of Rio de Janeiro. They had basically a small miniature Cesar Borgia statue, and they had to be saved, man. It was a flood, and somebody had to literally pick it up and carry it around the church.
What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are set as scourges for amendment.
Woo! So all this is set as scourges for amendment, man. Because these niggas be going off, man. Alright, so Lord has set all these before you as scourges for amendment, you know, to give you back what you have done, man. Alright? Whatever you put out into this world is what's going to be gained back, man. You want to be a goddamn prostitute? Lord will have your ass get robbed until you're done, man. You know, so
A lot of these women are prostitutes.
yeah.
A lot of these women that sold the box. A lot of these women that thought it was cool because their friends were going to get on OnlyFans. So you want to be a whore, and hey, now it's time to turn up.
Yeah. And it's all for money, man. A lot of people do whatever just for the money, man. Alright, so Lord's gonna judge you by that. Lord's gonna destroy you niggas. Alright? And that's gonna be an amendment for you, whatever you was doing, all your sins, your iniquity, you know, the death and famine, you get killed out into the streets and your body's left out as dumb. You know, you gotta really do some shit for that to happen to you, man. You know, that's why we really need the Lord, man.
Hey, women lost their morals for paper, man, substance. All right, in the end, that same substance you basically sold your body for is going to be casted into the streets. It's not going to have no value anymore.
Right.
So then what?
Yeah, the dollar gonna fail. So you know, say you are rich. Say you do got a lot of money. Say you do. Ain't gonna be nothing because that money ain't gonna be shit no more. Hey, Esau's about to move the goalposts. Everything that you done sacrificed and sold your soul out for, it ain't gonna mean shit that day. So you gonna have to need to, you know. Well, really, if you ain't seeking your help out right now, you're gonna ultimately have to bow down to this death level. You know, a lot of you gonna take that Quran, and a lot of you are going to get melted by those nukes, man. Majority of people you see throughout your life, they gonna die. You probably gotta get in that mind state. Man, these people, you know, you see even your families, your old friends, you gotta have your mind. These motherfuckers ain't gonna make it. They will end up being destroyed, man. For the most part, they ain't serving y'all by shine. They're just waiting on inevitable destruction. You know, and it could be sooner than they think. People think they're gonna live to be 90 years old in this time. You got your damn mind, bro. This place ain't got much longer, bro. You know? People think they're gonna grow old and die here. Nah, you gonna die, but you ain't gonna grow old.
That's actually a nightmare. And I mean, my other brothers, I can tell that for myself. I don't want to get old in this captivity. When brothers get old and they get up in age, man, ain't no
Start having all
telling
the infirmities.
all the infirmities, and ain't no telling you where your mind is going to be at, man. All right? Even like our Lord, all right, when he got up in age, man, he ended up falling out there. His wife, God, man, are going after their hearts.
Solomon.
Solomon, Slovakia. But you know, so.
Which wasn't or regeneration.
You know, and that right there is, you know, that's the scary thing to think of, man. That right here lets you know that this ain't the second covenant, man, and this isn't the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, you brothers out here scared to get old enough in age, man. And the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shalom is established on earth, and brothers get to explore the galaxies. Hey, brothers gonna be 90 million years old, still looking 20, man, 21. All right, that's what brothers want. Brothers yearning for that. Not to get 70 and look like you broken over 130, man.
That's it on that. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1 in the NLT. It says, the coming disasters. The Lord says, proclaim to my people the prophetic messages that I will give you. And the Lord gave us these prophetic messages, man. He told us to come out here and proclaim it unto his people. So our people are you so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native Indians, you Israelites, of the elect. But we got to talk to all people. We don't know who the elect are. So we're proclaiming this word from Yahweh Bashar Shai, his message unto you Israelites and all you people, really. Because you got to hear the word of the prophets. It says, and then have them written down because they are true and will be fulfilled. So the prophet there to write these words down. They got these visions, they got this understanding, they got this message, and they wrote it down. And now what we're doing is we are here, which we could be those prophets back again from them before time, and now we're proclaiming this message to the whole world. And it's the same message. It says, do not be afraid of those who plot against you or be disturbed by their unbelief. So we're not supposed to be afraid about those who plot against us. Esau making plans. He getting ready to come down with this Rex 84 movement, or that Alfred, that King Alfred plan, which is going to, usher in Jacob's trouble and my martial law. This devil, he ready to come for us, man. The Lord said, don't be afraid of that. Don't worry about that. 230 niggas that want to come up against us, we ain't worried about that, man. It says, do not be afraid of those who plot against you or be disturbed by their unbelief. All unbelievers will die because of their unbelief. So you can't get down. If you can't get down with the message that Yahweh Bashar Shai has sent us to give you, you're going to die in your unbelief, man. Okay, so it don't matter what people think. It don't matter what the people of this world, how they feel about this message. Because if you can't get down with it, it wasn't meant for you anyways. And you're going to just end up being destroyed. It says, the Lord says, I am going to bring terrible disasters on the whole world. War and famine, death and destruction. And because wickedness has spread everywhere and evil has reached its limits, therefore the Lord says, I will no longer remain silent about the wickedness of these godless people. I will no longer tolerate it. They have murdered innocent people, and the blood they have spilled cries out to me for revenge. The souls of the righteous are constantly pleading for vengeance. And that's the elect that have died here, man. You got brothers, that have died, on this side that believe in Yahweh Shai, been serving Yahweh Shai, and they're crying out to the Lord to deliver us, man. To get us out of here, to destroy these wicked niggas, destroy these Edomites, to set the record straight. You see? So, hey, the Lord gonna do that, man. That's the time we're coming into. The Lord about to show you who we really dealing with and who we not dealing with. We in that time. It says, let there be no doubt, says the Lord, I will hear the plea of all the innocent people who have been murdered, and I will take vengeance for what has been done to them. Because you have the elect. Some of us may be put to death on the side, man. Esau may come in, and a lot of brothers going to end up dying. Not a lot of brothers, but a few of us are going like how after that. That may be a lot. To be a martyr for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's going to make the Lord come that much the sooner, man. You know? So, hey, we got to trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua through thick and thin. You got to look at that.
And within that, like the brother said, all these things that the Lord has written and drawn in papers, they're faithful and true. All right, you have a lot of different death and destruction and famine and plagues coming to this place, man, and they're going to be fulfilled. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 33 says that when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet has been among them. All right, so when all these things come to pass, and you start to see MOTB is implemented, then it's mandated, man. All right, you got to go to war. All right, and then you see the chariots crack the sky. When Yahweh Bashim outside, Lord Yahweh Shah returns, he cracks that sky. You see chariots beating up so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native American Indians, man. All right, and you see all these things come to pass, you're going to know a prophet has been among you, man.
Yeah, the prophet was warning you of this before it came. People say, no, that's not happening in a lifetime, but now you've seen it in your lifetime. Then you get in, but all means that's when it's all going to register. Ah, that man was a prophet.
And the biggest thing, too, the Euphrates River, man. All right, brothers were saying that that was going to happen via the scriptures, man. The scriptures were ordained that would happen. And if people didn't believe it, then it happened. Same thing with America going to war. America eventually is going to get annihilated. People, oh, we're not going to go to war. No country's going to go to war with us. Now you see it a year, 2 years later. All right, America's about to go to war with Russia. America is now an enemy to Russia. You literally have Russian warships less than 4 hours away from here, man.
But that was last week.
Last week.
You
know, and with submarines and things like that, man, you know, so it's not far-fetched, man. America can be touched.
Hey, and these devils, they tried to give me a little warning or whatever for a video I did about that. And I said it was literally on the news. Like I'm literally, this is not misinformation. And then they ended up saying, you know what? It's not as serious as we thought. We're gonna take away the warning, but we're not gonna put the video back up. Why didn't you put the video back up? Because if it was misinformation, and it's not as serious as you thought, I mean it's not misinformation. For you to hit the warning back, that means that you know something ain't right. So you should just put the whole video back up. But they don't like, you know, that America being vulnerable spirit going out, man. You know, they don't like that. So this he trying to stop that.
They're also trying to keep the people of America and still their sheeple mindset, man.
Right.
That consumer mindset, because America has already been in this. The war has already started. They're just not making it public to the American people. The average American, they're waking up going to 9 to 5 every day, you know, busting their tails while as people in the world right now in Ukraine or somewhere, getting their heads popped off, man. All right, so this is sounding far-fetched, man, but when it comes, it's going to come hard. It's going to be right there at your front door. And the brother was saying, you're going to see UN troops with different army flag patches on their vests, kicking in your doors, when your family, ravishing your families, man, or they put you to death lives. All right, you people are going to experience a lot of excruciating pain if people being put to death on your side, man. And you're not going to be innocent.
So the scripture says grievous deaths. You know, so the Lord going to give you one of the worst thought of death. Right, that you can never really even think about. That you can never even put your mind on the pain, how much pain it is. You know, and He's going to deliver you that. You know, so the Lord will give a lot of you grievous deaths for the wickedness that you have sown. All right, and you're gonna reap. You're gonna reap. You know, what's it called? Judgment, man. You know,
And death is a repayment of your wickedness, man. That's the reward of your wickedness, man.
Hey, y'all grab it up so we can close out. We was out here, it was packed, it was barbecuing, and a little rain came, everybody started clearing it up.
just
Our cars, the only cars in the parking lot now, man. And that's all really security. How about you? The word should go out in season and out of season, man. So we blessed to be able to come out here and serve you. How about you? That's our ability, man, and make our body a living sacrifice unto you. How about you? God in these last days, man. It's truly a blessing to have this knowledge, truth, and understanding, and to be able to do something with it, man. You know, you got people that have this knowledge and ain't doing nothing with it, or you got people that just don't have this knowledge. You know, so we're grateful that we have it and we're doing something with it, and that's increasing our faith every day as we see these plagues play out, man.
Yeah. It says, this is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. That's what we've been doing out here this whole time, is speaking prophecy into the ears of the Lord's people, man. All right, telling you what's about to come into this place, the horrors, the tribulation, you know, the hell, and all the things, you know, keep you updated with the current news.
Yeah, that's what we was commanded to do.
Commanded to do.
Speak these prophecies in your ears. You know, this ain't about, you know, teaching you, speaking your ear a rap song, speaking your ear some damn gospel, some Hebrew gospel music, telling you smooth things, telling you these prophecies, man.
It says, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
That showed you that we just ain't speaking our own words. The Lord put it on our spirit to come out here and do this, and He put these words in our mouth, and it's coming out of the Holy Bible. Go ahead.
It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee.
This is why I just brought out in the GMT. Now it's the KJ, I mean the Apocrypha or the KJV, and it's making it, you know. So you're hearing it again, you know. But it's getting clearer, and the vision is getting clearer and clearer. Go ahead.
It says, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
All the unfaithful, go ahead, you got it.
All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You know? So nobody believes us when we came out here, man. When we try to tell you to come back into the Lord, we try to tell you this is the only way to be saved from the nuclear missile destruction. You know? No one believed us, man. So let all the unfaithful die in their unfaithfulness, man. Since you ain't believe, you're going to die with that unbelief, man.
Right.
You're going to die with your works being that you never believed in the Lord, man. All right? And you have to live with that, man. You know? But, let me put this real quick. It says, Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1, it says, He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Measure thou the time diligently in itself. Understand the times that we're in. All right? It's not a time that we're trying to build a life here, trying to be the next NBA star or NFL star, man. Measure thou the time. All right?
Yeah, and we're doing that through, so, you know, being watchers of the Lord, our watchmen of the Lord, and we're telling you the articles that's coming out, you know, the current news that's coming out, showing you that this place has a time limit on it.
Watch
That
for the
time limit is almost over.
Watching for these prophecies. Hey, every day you got news coming out that's getting more and more prophetic, showing us what time we're in.
Yeah.
If you can't see it, hey, that's you, but we can see it as clear as day. The Lord has given us the eyesight to understand what's going on, to understand what this means, what that means, you know, what's going on with the countries and what's going on in the news. We know what these things mean because we had to understand the Bible. The Lord told us what's to come. So when it comes, there's going to be no surprise unto us, unto everybody else. They're going to lose their mind.
It says, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, and that's what we're visiting the world now with, you know, disaster, death, and destruction. Right, and it's only going to increase. You know, it talks about how a woman is in labor, and she has no contractions. You know, they start off, you know, soft, and they worsen and worsen as she is focused on deliver to that baby. We are about to feel those contractions, man. Yeah. You know, it's going to start to get tighter and tighter and more harder in this society before society ultimately collapses. And the Lord comes, man. All right?
It says, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people of the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Even from the beginning. So this is already established that this is going to happen. You see, we ain't coming out here and saying that this is already established. So before the foundation of the earth, that this is how it was going to go. We're just out here delivering that message up to you. A lot of people that's in their own world, that's in la-la land, that's confused, that's, you know, caught up with their careers or you know, their life. You're going to mildly regret everything you did if it wasn't serving your health washing all shot, man.
And that goes along with Ezekiel 33 and verse 33. You know, then shall you know our prophet have been among you. Right. Because the Lord has been speaking through his prophets, telling us the signs that are being passed. You know, the signs of the prophecies that are being unfolded. And you have not listened. And then when you see this, then you're going to know, okay, this is the time that the prophets have been talking about when the Lord is about to visit the earth again.
Right.
It says, for like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. It's made
manifest. So it's starting to manifest. You see, it's getting clearer and clearer. That vision is getting clearer and clearer, man. It's being made manifest. So now we see how it's going to play out. know, to a certain degree. You know, that days will go on, it's going to be closer to the end of this place. It's going to make more and more sense how the place is going to go out, man. You know, it's going to be clearer and clearer. And that's going to just increase our faith more and more. You see, because you've been saying this for, you know, some brothers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, man. You know, and people thought it was crazy at first, but now we don't want to see it crazy no more. You know, it ain't so far-fetched no more. We will never go to war with Russia. You know? So on that. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, in the GNT. It says, I will climb my watchtower, and I will wait to see what the Lord would tell me to say, and what answer he will give to my complaint.
Woo. So, hey, man, we climbing the watchtower, and we're waiting for the Lord to see what the Lord will say. All right? You know, so, you know, Lord speaks to his prophets, Lord speaks to his watchmen, you know, and we study, you know, with the current times and things that's happening. We come out here, and the Lord speaks to us to tell you what's happening, man. To show you the signs, man. You know? All right?
The Lord gave me this answer. Write down clearly on tablets what I revealed to you, so that it can be read at a glance. Put it in writing, because it is not yet time for it to come true, but the time is coming quickly, and what I show you will come true.
So
It makes
the Lord is telling you, know, write these things down on the page. All right, because these are the prophecies that I'm telling you. All right, and then when it comes to pass, you don't see these. It's rolling on the scriptures. The scriptures are telling you, okay, this is what's happening, man.
Right.
These are the prophecies that's being unfolded. All right, and now we're going back, and we looking, and we're like, okay, the Lord said this, and this is happening now. We're in that time. Right. You know, so the Lord gave to his prophets the words, the knowledge, you know, to write down, so you can be able to preach them, man. You know, in this day, in this coming day, man. Right. You know, as of right now.
It says, and what I show you will come true. It may seem slow in coming, but wait for it. Yeah. It will certainly take place. It will not be delayed.
Ooh, so hey, man, what the Lord is saying to us, the prophets that the Lord is telling us, it's going to seem to tarry, but wait for it, because when it comes, it will not tarry. All right? You know, ever since, ever since 2020, these prophecies have been popping off back to back to back to back to back. Every year there's something, man. Now it's becoming to every month, and now it's becoming to every week. You know? But every year there's something huge, and a whole bunch of other prophecies be coming after that, man. You know, so, you know, the Lord is showing us, okay, you know, writing in the scriptures and things that's going to be happening, so we can be able to see it ourselves and be like, okay, this is the scriptures, man. Right. This was in the scriptures. Right. You know, and now we're seeing it, and now we're preaching it, man. All right?
That's true, because, you know, when certain brothers came in, you know, prophecy was happening every few months. You know, brothers said this, and then, you know, a few months went by. You know, C-19 hit, but then it went from a few months to every month, every other month, not every week. Now, every day you see a different article about war, about diseases, about famine, food, and chicken, and all this other news coming out every single day, man. That's how you know the Lord is speaking at the time for the little sick, man. The Lord is trying to get their collective out of here.
It says, verse 4, and this is the message: those who are evil will not survive, but those who are righteous will live, because they are faithful to God.
Yeah. So those that are evil, you're not going to survive. All right, you want to be wicked, you want to be a part of this, bro. You're going to die with this, bro. Right. All right, and those that are righteous, you want to be apart from this world, man. Right. All right, so we can be saved from this world.
And we have faithful to the Most High. It's certain things that we don't do. Yep. People look at us crazy. Oh, you don't celebrate birthdays? Nope. Oh, you don't do that? You don't celebrate Christmas? Nope. We ain't wondering why. Well, this is why. So when that time comes and it's not delayed anymore, the Lord can deliver us out of that time, man. You know.
And the reason they look weird at us about that is because they're of the devil, man. All right.
And they're evil.
When you go to the satanic book, man, the number one most worship holiday is your birthday, because you're worshiping yourself. It's called self-worship. All right, and niggas look at that shit like it's supposed to be, you know, they look at the good things as bad and the bad things as good. So they look at birthdays like this is a good thing. You know,
attitude on the day. My birthday.
People take the whole month. You know, people take that whole month away for themselves. And that right there is idolatry, man.
And when they do this, they say, oh, it's my day. Every day belongs to the Lord. He gave it to you. He put breath in your lungs that need for you to get up, walk around and around you and somebody your birthday. Listen, man, y'all about Shimon Shai is, you know, is who it's all about.
Man, the Lord be putting a lot of people up on their birthday.
So we're faithful, man, to continue to keep faith in the Lord Yahweh to do His works, man. All right, no matter who mocked us, no matter who scoffed us, no matter who come against us, we continue in this work, man. All right, there were prophets back in the ancient time that died, you know, just for keeping the Lord's word, man. All right, and that's how it's gonna be in the times we're coming into, man.
Right.
The Lord's gonna test you, man, and some brothers might have to be martyrs for this faith, man. You might have to die for this faith. Or you have to take, you might have to get your head chopped off, all right, because you don't want to take that MOTB, that secret, you know.
Right. It says, bringing that part back, verse 4, and this is the message: those who are evil will not survive, but those who are righteous will live because they are faithful to the Most High.
Those who are righteous will live because they're faithful to the Yahweh. All right, they're faithful, they kept the communication. All right, they kept the word of the Lord, man. Ultimately, we know upon that the 1/3 is men, women, and children that believe in Yahweh and kept the laws and man, along with the 144,000 of that men. Okay, you gotta understand that you gotta keep the commandments of the Lord and keep the faith, man, all the way to the end. Whether you have to be a martyr for this truth, man, and the Lord will raise you up first. Okay, and those who want to be wicked, who want to be too dirty, want to be niggas, don't want to repent from eating abomination, man, don't want to come into the truth, don't want to actually try to change their way and beg the Lord, hey, Lord, Father, sorry, I'm a sinner, I need your help, Lord, don't want to actually ask for that help, man, God gonna be destroyed. You're too prideful and too humble. Pride goes before destruction. Lord goes to destroy you.
That's it. So I got. I'm working on that.
That's all we got on that. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, so hopefully help everyone listening again. So once again, we get the bonus of the ultimate apostle here at Millstone, who's a blessing to the elect. We want to give our praise and glory and honor to
Hashem Yahushua B'Shem Kakadash.